Bob and Tom Show from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
O'Reilly.
That fit pretty well. Hey. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello, Josh.
Pat Godwin over there in the musical wing.
Hey, Josh.
Jeff Oskey in today for Mr. Chick McGee. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair, and there he is, Mr. Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much, Josh. A chick apparently down with the could be the norovirus, a big thing going on, judging by his description of what is it? All exits, no waiting, something like that. Okay, well, but we're all here with happy faces, ready to rock. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, boy, we're ready to rock.
Now, Christy Lee is
Yes, sir.
at the Silac Insurance News Desk. We have a lot to get to today, including one of these stories that keeps coming back over and over again about, I don't know why, maybe because it's very cold in many places in the United States right now.
Yeah.
Even places that are traditionally quite warm. It's the story about freezing your blue jeans instead of washing them.
Oh, this guy is still claiming.
I think he may have backed down, but the story is back. We'll be reviewing that. Also, a really interesting story about gift cards. Did you give or get any gift cards for the holiday season?
Both, yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Interesting how many people don't use them once they receive them. And
huge percentage, I think.
That's why
It's such a great thing for the
companies
person
love
selling them.
Yeah.
when they know, but I've got some actual numbers on how many of those actually get redeemed.
Well, that's on the fault of the recipient.
Well, they used to have expiration dates.
Expiration dates, yeah.
You don't have to tell me, Ace.
Well, now they don't.
Well, yeah, good. I got completely screwed on I bought a whole bunch of those from a large mall company, and I put them in I gave a bunch of them away for one Christmas. Then I put them in my desk, and I found out a while later that I might as well have just shredded the money. Yeah, I don't know if that's legal anymore to put.
I don't think so.
No.
Good.
My parents have a stack of gift cards, like 2 inches thick, and you go over to their house and they're like, "You want to go out to dinner?" And they just fan them out, and you pick a gift card because they have so many that people have gifted them.
All right.
Oh,
I was like, "Oh, I guess I'll have some Red Lobster tonight."
yeah,
Sweet.
there you go.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them. I guess
I love them.
I don't think you like them. But I like them.
My problem is I lose them. I forget where they are.
I re-gift all of mine.
Do you?
If you give me a gift card, that's going in somebody's white elephant gift.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, the
Just to let
re-gifting.
you know, everyone who just gave me one for Christmas.
Yeah, that one that we got from him, that did.
Yeah, re-gifting is tricky though. If it's an actual object, one of my good friends was given this nice Christmas. This was a couple of years ago. Given a really nice Christmas gift, and then while unpacking it and taking it out of the box, he found the card that had been given to the other person.
Yes.
With his name on it. But yeah, we'll find out about a little bit about gift cards. I
try to use mine within the first month or two.
Well, that's smart because then you don't lose them like I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. According to this survey from Bankrate, 43% of Americans have at least one unused gift card.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound crazy.
I believe that.
Yeah, I have one.
The average amount, this is pretty amazing, is about $244, which means there's a total of $35 billion in the ether out there floating around.
Average person has $244 worth of gift cards?
Yep.
God.
Unused.
That means there's some dude with $1 million worth. And then me.
Yeah.
There are some people skewing that.
I have to go look for my gift card. Jesus.
Now, are there super high-end gift cards?
Sure.
Like, are there?
Of course.
Like, can you get one for an automobile?
No, that's a good question. Can you get like a $5,000 gift card if you know somebody's going to buy a new Ranger? Can you get them?
Oh, maybe.
Like a $5,000
This says
Ford gift card.
this says 15% of people admit to losing a gift card. Okay, that would be me.
Maybe I
90.
said that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have a little clamshell type gift card holder. They just go right in there, and they're usually in my car. So,
I've got to be more. Every time I go through a box, I'll find something like that.
I think you also, when you give a gift card, you know who appreciates a gift card.
Oh, yeah.
And who's not going to lose it. And who's going to.
Well, that's true.
Now, isn't there aren't there some that you can actually load onto your phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've received those as gifts before.
So that way, at least they're.
Yeah, or via email or, yeah.
Right.
Now, this is interesting. 10% of people said the store they have the gift card to went out of business.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that'll happen.
You gave us a gift card for Christmas, and it came to my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It just reminded me I need to go eat there.
Don't lose your phone.
I wonder what the ones this does not say. I wonder what gift cards are used. People are most likely to use.
I would say Amazon.
Yeah.
Probably
Oh,
Amazon.
God.
Like
yes.
that's the
Number
one.
one.
Right.
I loaded all
one to
mine
load,
up and
yeah.
got some new fishing stuff. and-
Right.
It's so easy. Yeah.
They make it very.
Don't have to go anywhere.
easy.
Yeah.
That's probably I was going to say either Starbucks or Chick-fil-A.
Oh, good
Starbucks is
point.
up
Yeah.
there, yeah.
You know, the quick snack.
I heard something very interesting. I was with a bunch of girls. I know how you love that. And they were talking about somebody was having a gift card sale. Like if you bought, $100 worth of gift cards, you got $125. You got a $25 one back
Right.
or whatever. And one of the ladies said, "That's how I get my husband to take me to dinner because we can't afford to go to dinner." "Oh, honey, I have a gift card."
Oh, nice.
And see, she bought it for herself because she had the gift card. He doesn't know that she bought it for herself.
So you women sit around to talk about how you deceive men. I think fellas, we've that's your next
Yeah.
one. Okay, now,
I thought it was a genius
well,
thing. She got $25 back.
When my daughter, when she was like 4, she wanted to go to Justice and buy some stuff. So I take her to Justice. She wanted to buy a gift card for Justice with her money. And I go, "No, you have the money. You don't understand what a gift card is."
Oh, right.
So after lots of tears, we left Justice with a gift card. And then came back the next day with the gift card and spent it.
so now you're proving
That's great.
phase 2 of our "What's Wrong with Women" discussion, or
I didn't
girls.
say that, Chris.
Tom, does that study talk about how there are websites you can go and sell your gift cards?
There are?
Yeah. Yeah. So you can exchange. Yeah. You can just turn them into something else.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's
never done it, but
I was not aware of that either.
that's one way to.
But I did give a gift card. My son Sam loves Legos at his advanced stage, and I didn't want to just get him, whatever.
you don't know what he has, or
Yeah. So and he already has gone and used it.
Oh, cool.
But he wanted some exotic. Some of these Legos. Some of them are $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
I bought one for
Crazy
like $250, I think, for my bonus son. Yeah, we got him one of those nice F1s.
Oh, that's
oh
cool.
my gosh, it was cool.
Yeah, but see, I didn't want to go get one of those, and then he actually wanted whatever the Star Trek, dinosaur, UFO,
Yeah,
whatever.
Got the
So, okay. Anyway, I thought it kind of interesting.
yeah.
And did you give a lot of gift cards, Josh?
Gave one to me. Thank
Gave
you
one to
very
me.
much.
Almost everybody here. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. That was before I found out that I guess our gift giving show is popular.
You get razzed for that because you didn't bring something in.
Yeah.
It's like show and tell.
Well, Josh got me a fish scale, so I actually
Oh,
I got a
nice.
nice. Yeah, I mean it's gigantic. It looks like when I can step out of my car and hold it up in traffic, and people slow down. They think it's like a one of the
Radar
radar
gun.
guns.
Fish scale, my friend.
That's beautiful. It'll keep track of all 10 of your fish that you caught, so you can see throughout the day.
Oh, it'll
when
call
you're
for
waiting.
you? Yeah. It's great.
Well,
Really?
It's insane.
By the way, I wouldn't recommend standing at the side of the road with something that looks like a weapon.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
you may find yourself. Okay. Now, coming up, I've got a question for Christy. See if she
Okay.
took my advice yesterday. And some other interesting things going on in the world. Of course, a lot of NFL news. And I want to congratulate once again our Pigskin Picks winners. Mike Hunkler from Centerville won Week 16. Week 17 was Jeff Wolensack from Warren, Ohio. The Buckeyes are taken over. And they both won those gift certificates from Steven Singer Jewelers. He's got the new roses already for Valentine's Day. You'll find him, of course, at IHateStevenSinger.com. We are right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I didn't tell you guys. I put my brothers in a bit of a dilemma a couple weekends when I was fishing. Yes, we were all in line.
You're adopted?
When you are part of these, I'm not.
Okay.
When you're part of these fishing tournaments, you go when you're registered, you can go and buy shirts at this big event type thing at one of the loading docks. And so there are hundreds of people in line to get their swag bags and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's some people walking around with petitions. And one guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hi, I'm a third-party candidate. I'm running for president. Will you sign my petition just to be allowed on the ballot?" Mm-hmm. And you're not voting for me, of course. You're just... And I said, "Sure." And he goes, "You're registered to vote in Missouri?" And I went, "Oh, my gosh, you know what? I'm not. But my two brothers right here are. They'll happily do this." And they kind of looked at me like...
Oh, no.
And I knew what I was doing.
Now they're on a list. They're going to get
they went
letters from Gus Hall, the head of the Communist Party.
Jerk.
So they went... so they looked at me like, "We're going to kill you." And so... the guy goes, "Hey, I just want another option out there." And I went, "You know what? I'm all for that. My brothers will happily do this." And my brothers go, yeah, we'll do it. And so they sign up and what's your name, email address, your home address. So they fill out all this stuff. And I'm talking to the guy. I go, "So are you getting a lot of signatures?" And he goes, yeah, things are going pretty good. And he's a middle-aged man, normal looking. He looks at me and he goes, "I'm a telepath." And I went, "Oh, is that right?" And he goes, "I speak to people through the television." And he's dead serious. And my brothers have already signed up for this guy.
Now he's got their email.
I go, "You speak to people through the television?" He goes, "Yeah, I watch TV and I can talk to other viewers." He goes, "March Madness was huge for me. I got a lot of college kids. I got into their heads and I told them about what I do, and they're very excited." And he goes, "Thank you guys so much." And he walked off. My brothers
I love normal guys that look normal that are completely insane.
Well, that wasn't all he said, though. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. And he walked off. I looked at my brothers. I go, "That man has your home address."
Yeah,
They were furious
the TV
with me. And I did feel, at first I was like, "Oh, this is kind of a funny thing to do to them." And I do feel bad.
So now has this guy been sending them stuff? Like,
I don't know if they've been watching TV.
Yeah, why does he need their address if he can just go into their homes on the television?
If that happens next time, please ask if you can do a selfie with the guy.
That's crazy.
I'd give anything for them to go home. Hey, how you doing? Remember me? I was out at the... man. Hey, what's going on? You got some nice plates here.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
There's a lady in my apartment complex that is a nudist.
Oh,
and
is that right?
Yeah. And
You told me about her.
she told me about naked pickleball, and I thought that was fascinating. So I wrote a song called Naked Pickleball. Pickleball, naked pickleball. Fun in the summer, nippy in the fall, playing pickleball. Naked pickleball with Esther, Clem, and Betty and Saul. Oh, boobs are flopping, knees are bruised, hips replaced, and backs are fused. Saul's sack is waving in the breeze. Took one to the nuts and fell to his knees. Playing pickleball, naked pickleball. Better use wipes in the bathroom stall. Playing pickleball. When nature calls, try not to dribble on your pickling balls. Flapping parts in private places. Esther's hoo-has in your faces. Incontinence and eventuality. Now we need to clean up on court 3.
Oh, no.
Playing pickleball. Naked pickleball. Clem's micro dickle is mighty small. Playing pickleball. Naked pickleball. Oh, try not to fall on your pickling balls. Yes, try not to fall all on your pickle and balls. Yeehaw!
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Can't help but notice we're joined by Mr. Michael McDonald, who has a terrific book out. And
Yeah.
he's on Mr. Michael McDonald. Is it true you have a clip on Pornhub?
You can do me, I'm your stepbrother.
Oh, Michael, I can't believe you're
That's just awful.
really doing that.
That's awful. A great book called If That's What It Takes, and now we'll never talk to him.
Now, Michael, you're also, from what I understand, using a teleprompter at your concerts?
Keep forgetting I watched all my songs. I keep forgetting the words that taking it to the street. You caught me off guard.
Yes, I am aware. Sorry.
Keep forgetting.
Whatever's next.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. We're all here. Jeff Oskey's in for Chick McGee today. Good to see you, Jeffrey. Hello.
Now, we got to learn, Pat, we got to get the O'Reilly.
My son likes that too. Your daughter likes that.
She loves that.
Everybody loves it.
That thing at the end.
Who gets the ow? That's the thing.
I just love it. I love it.
Like draw straws every day, and the winner gets the ow.
I like the auto parts part.
Is that like
You
a
wanna do
Jim
that?
Brown
Yeah.
thing?
Okay, so I'll do the O'Reilly with Pat.
All right.
Christy, you get the ow. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? You guys ready? Jeff, you can watch.
Yes, sir.
O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
No. You just get the.
Who's doing the owl?
I am.
She's doing the ow. Ready? 1, 2. O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you came in too early, Josh. Welcome back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts
You
Studios.
blame me for coming in too early, though? What happens if you don't come in too early on this show? You get screamed at for being too late.
Well, that's the thing about music. Timing is everything.
Not music.
So, Christy, I gave you an assignment yesterday. Many of us were on vacation. I had some free time. I watched a television. I don't know, what do you call it these days?
Episodic TV.
Episodic. I mean,
Still a TV show.
But TV shows. I think Gilligan's Island and McHale's
we know
Navy.
you do, yes.
But I mean, it was. How
about a series?
Thank you. Yeah, but a serious kind of
Called
series.
Disclaimer is what you're
It's
talking
called
about.
Disclaimer. It's on Apple TV.
Right.
Apple, yeah.
Great acting, and but I don't want to go into any details about it because
You asked me to watch it. I
very
did
tricky.
not have time.
Oh, okay. Because if you watched it, the first thing you would have said to me today would have involved the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have seen it.
Okay, well then I'll go home. Today I'll
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying, if you see it, you're going to come in and go.
Oh, I'll see it.
You'll say something like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
And it's not. I know you don't like violence. That's not the aspect of this program. That
Oh
is,
my God.
yeah.
Okay.
And also, by the way,
One?
put it this way: if you do watch it, I expect a gift from your husband, Andy.
Okay.
He'll call me or send me something. Maybe here's $1,000. Thank you for having Christy watch that. something subtle.
Poor Andy's been under the weather, so I got to wait a while.
Oh well, yeah. Don't. If he's sick, don't do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
Wait. And we were talking about about gift cards and how popular they are, but also they're very popular with various businesses because a lot of people don't ever use them.
Correct.
And you guys were saying the one you think people use the most is the Amazon gift card.
Absolutely.
That's
That
got to
was
be
my guess.
Oh, it's so easy to use.
Yeah, I've got to do a little more homework on this topic. I think that's probably.
But I think you're right with Starbucks, too. That has to be up there.
Except for the Amazon gift cards, you put them in, and if your kids have access to your account, you go in all of a sudden, hey, what happened to my money?
Wait a minute.
Don't they ask it?
Your kids have access to your Amazon account? Are you nuts?
Yes, I know I am.
Aren't they
nuts.
adults?
Yes.
Hide it as long as you can.
Mom pays for that, free shipping. So,
Oh, no, this
yeah.
Oh, they like the Prime?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you ever
Prime benefits.
You mentioned you like to do the re-gifting of.
I do sometimes, yeah. There was a few regifts this Christmas.
I got some. I think maybe they're. I don't know if it must be a re-gift. It was English leather cologne.
Oh, that's what a nice, lovely.
And then when it was coupled with a thing of Brute. I think it may have been
your uncle.
It may have been sitting around for a while.
Must have been an estate sale.
Oh, my step grandmother, I was like in 5th grade, I got a Brute shaving kit.
Oh.
With like, the slap on, the aftershave.
Yes.
I'm in 5th grade.
You weren't shaving yet?
No, I wasn't wearing cologne. I wasn't doing any of that.
But that's that era where you use too much.
Oh, yeah.
Middle school? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got an 11-year-old daughter, and she's, I went into we were on vacation, so we were kind of all using, and she was, there was a shaving razor in there. Mm-hmm. She doesn't really need to.
She's 11?
Yeah, doesn't really need. But it's one of those, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
I feel you, man.
Guys in high school that have no beard like me. Would shaving constantly, and you get the shaving, and you splash on the bad cologne.
Didn't that burn?
Yeah, a little bit.
If you cut yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had another incident where I had at a restaurant. I couldn't sit down because there was a guy sitting next with such awful cologne.
Yeah, my ex-husband was like that. He could not eat.
I mean,
there should be a law.
Oh, this guy, whoa! And if he just
wearing cologne is a form of bullying. I'm convinced. It's a status thing. It's because they think that if you can recognize the smell, you know how much it costs, and it's a total status move.
That is an interesting concept.
Oh, that's the only reason to do it. That's the only reason to wear it.
Well, if this guy paid more than $1 a gallon for this stuff, I'm not saying it smelled bad. I felt like I was snorkeling in diarrhea, just sitting next to this guy. I got up and moved.
I don't think that was his cologne.
If it smelled like that.
I could go into more detail and explain culturals. Never mind.
It's awkward.
Here in the U.S. of A. Now we have to. We have to do. I'm sorry. We have to catch up a little bit with some of the stuff we missed from yesterday's show that you might have missed.
No, we did that at the end of the show yesterday.
End of the show, we did it.
Yeah, we're supposed to do it here, though.
Well, by your choice. All right.
No, I was not my choice. You guys voted it.
When did we ever get to vote?
What?
Oh, yeah.
He thinks we voted and he thinks we're going to believe.
Let's take a quick vote right now. Who wants to do it in the morning?
Okay,
Who wants to do it
I got
at the end of the show?
a couple quick ones.
Well, my thing is you should do it reverse order because you're talking about things we just talked about yesterday in the same time.
She makes an excellent point.
What?
Okay, if we are talking about what we did yesterday,
right.
You start with the things that we started with in the first part of the show, so you're hearing the same thing over and over.
No, I'm starting with the things we did last in the show.
Okay.
That's what you're saying?
Yes,
You're
you
running
should
it
start it.
You're not going to win this one.
We found out, I know this is disappointing for Josh, 2 morons allegedly searching for Sasquatch were found dead from exposure on Christmas Eve.
Brave men lost the cause.
I'm not saying alcohol was involved, but
Sasquatch.
What did I say?
Sasquatch.
You give it a nice
that's the East Coast.
right.
Yes, the Sasquatches of Nantucket.
He's got the natural leather elbow patches.
Yeah.
Trim beard.
2 morons were found in the Gifford Pinchant
not morons.
National Forest.
I don't think you need
Good
to
men?
label them.
They died of what they call exposure, which I guess means that they didn't have proper gloves. I don't know.
Maybe they died doing what they love.
Maybe they heard a Sasquatch when we got to get out there now.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, give me another beer. I'm just guessing. Okay. We had
Maybe the Sasquatch killed him.
Hey, that could be it too.
And they're blaming it on the
Yeah.
exposure.
And they're covering it up.
Yeah.
That's what you got to be careful for. It's reporting.
Yeah. Now, how about this one?
Fake news.
Anybody remember Kranthi Kumar Panikara?
No, what was he?
Was he the fan guy?
Yes.
I remember
He's a famous stunt man. And he was on. We get a lot of stuff from this TV show called Le Show des Records in Milan, which is a Guinness World Record show that is aired in Italy, and they'll do live attempts at records on the show.
Oh, okay.
He stopped fans with his tongue. Is that correct?
Yeah. And if you see the guy, he looked kind of like Rupert.
Yeah.
From Survivor.
Yeah.
Kind of a hairy.
tie-dyed shirt and everything.
Or
He's
Jason
feeling his
Momoa
look.
if you want somebody who you can picture in your head.
Well, Rupert's been in here. Mr. Mr.
So therefore, everybody knows what he looks like immediately.
Mr. Mimosa, whatever the hell his name is.
Popular
Hey,
actor right
fans
now.
of the Survivor series.
Yeah, from
no?
25 years ago, yes.
Did you ever take a fan, Josh, and shove your face in and go, "Luke, I am your father"?
I try to do, that's a little
all
hacky.
done that.
That's hacky.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What do you-
Two
Other impressions?
I am Christopher Lee or something. That's,
Can we get a fan in here tomorrow and try that?
It works.
it is always fun.
He's singing it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do Frampton every now and
Yeah, a
then.
little bit of Donovan from Hurdy Gurdy.
Now we have to do.
Well, that's the one. Yeah,
Crimson and Clover.
that one.
There has to be a fan in the building, right? Let's make this happen. Eddie!
Tom has an illegal heater over there.
Oh, I saw.
Well, that's not going to work. It looks like a fan, but
My lips.
boy, that'd be some great video, though, huh? Yeah.
Look at that thing. It looks like a
It does look like a fan, yeah,
know,
but it does not operate.
Check local listings. There's
I don't think that's
polar
one
vortex.
for inside. That looks like a garage one.
not.
Okay.
It's like what you have on your patio.
Yeah, or out in your out.
Look at
outhouse?
there's
No,
a
your outbuilding.
I guarantee it has a label that says not for indoor use.
There's I'm in the corner with two outside walls. There's like a polar vortex assaulting me. Okay. Anyway, there was that story. No one appears to be interested in it. Okay, how about this one? Christy Lee.
We were apparently interested yesterday. That's the issue with this. And you didn't even have a joke that you didn't think did well enough yesterday to do today.
That's true. How about this one? Do you remember Josh Arnold? What is Calpis?
Oh,
I remember that. Yeah.
it is a drink, but I forget what it was.
It's a yogurt-flavored Japanese drink called Calpis. And
I think it's called Calpis.
In Korea, they had a brand that was called Milkus. And it was that yogurt flavored drink.
it was the favorite drink of the world's oldest person.
Right.
Oh,
That old lady that died.
She died at the age of 116.
Correct.
I'm sorry, her name
Now we
was
have a new one who's a nun. And
her name was Mrs. Ituka. Itooka.
Dirt now.
Sadly, she is passed. Once again,
Sadly, at 116.
she was attacked by a bear.
Begging to die.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of something we did very late in the show. Oh, you don't like the Shrek movies, Josh?
I like part 2, yeah, and then I didn't see 3. And
Okay, now here's a public service one. There's a thing on the internet, on TikTok, of course, that is highly inaccurate, naturally. And if you get your medical information, by the way, from that, good luck. Pick your casket now. In this case, it has people claiming that they can get sexually transmitted diseases from touching gym equipment. Now, if you're getting...
Honey, I swear I got it.
If you're getting gonorrhea at the gym, it's because you're banging the receptionist. Okay, let's be clear on this. Or you're using. If you have syphilis, you are definitely using the treadmill. Wrong. Dr. Suzanne Wiley says the likelihood of contracting chlamydia from gym equipment is effectively 0. So
Yes.
the one guy claimed he got what is it, conjunctivitis from wiping his face with a towel that was sitting on a gym seat. Well, you're an idiot.
yeah, why would you do that?
But they put the word chlamydia in front of conjunctivitis, so
Yeah,
It must be different
forms.
but if you're at the gym and you see a rag sitting on the seat of the thing, here's an idea. Don't wipe your eyes with it. And right now, as we speak, there is an epidemic of norovirus out there. And just a little public service announcement. By the way, what's that gel stuff called? Hand sanitizer doesn't kill it. So wash your hands with soap and water, ladies and gentlemen. Little tip from me. And that may be what Chick has. I'm not sure. But it's incredibly contagious. Lastly, Lastly, we
should all call in sick tomorrow.
we have this is known as the teaser. We had a story about Jeff Oskey, Magnus Carlsen. Who's that?
World champion chess player.
That's right, chess grandmaster. He was in the news because he chose to wear blue jeans to the World Rapid and Blitz Chess Championship, and they threw him out.
Yeah.
And then they realized they'd just thrown out the Michael Jordan of chess. And
He didn't stand, yeah.
they renegotiated. He put on a sport coat, and they let him play. I bring that up because coming up, the story that surfaces about I don't know why, about once a year, that there are a group of people that don't wash their blue jeans. They just freeze them. Well, science says no. We're going to find out about whether or not you should actually wash your jeans. I know I like to wash mine.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, but we'll find out. And this all started with, I guess, the head honcho of the Levi's Corporation or something. What have you got coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a guy urinating on another plane. We have
He's urinating on the plane?
well, people, I would think, would be on a
Oh,
plane.
you mean another case of a guy urinating on a plane? I
Yeah,
see.
sorry.
I've urinated on a plane, just did last week.
Well, you
Well,
probably
you used the bathroom. You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't do it on the guy sitting
do
in
it on your seat,
the
Nate.
guy sitting in 4C.
Right.
You shouldn't have taken the aisle seat, buddy. I got to take a leak.
We have a smashed bong in the news that was quite expensive. I had no idea
Yeah.
how much bongs cost.
I'm sorry, was that expensive piece?
And the Pope's in the news a lot today.
Oh.
Oh, and I got something. Does pooping make you a better racer?
Oh.
I tell you what, I've raced to a bathroom a couple of times. Damn. I think I may have my 0 to 60 acceleration record.
I think you could go faster if you didn't have to clench.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You weren't carrying around a big old dump.
Yeah, of course.
You do everything better.
Okay.
Do you know what the term vinegar face means?
I don't.
We're going to talk about that coming up
All
today.
right.
I assume it means the face one would make if you just took a glass of vinegar
Oh,
and
that's what
drank it.
Yeah, and I think you're probably dead on. Ew.
Okay.
Sour face. Sour puss.
Now,
Sourpuss.
Jeff Oskey is sitting in this morning, and Jeff, you were in San Francisco not too long ago. You talked about taking, I believe it was a Waymo.
Yes, sir.
A Waymo taxi.
Driverless taxi.
Did you see the video of the guy last week that got in the one and it took a left turn and onto a streetcar track?
Ooh.
Oh, no. I know there was an airport one, right? Where it just wouldn't let him.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's I've got that one. Yeah, last week the guy.
Yeah. Well, when I got in, the first thing I did was roll my window down because I'm like, you ain't trapping me in here. Like, I wanted to be able to jump out the window if things went awry.
That's not a bad move.
Not a bad move at
I'm
all.
dead serious. Like,
Until it learns to roll up its own window.
yeah.
You know, the way things are going,
Not going nowhere.
this discussion will be, ridiculous in a few years because they'll be everywhere.
Yeah.
But we got another one where the Waymo, they haven't perfected it yet. My question, and maybe there's an engineer out there that can answer that. What would a Waymo vehicle, a driverless vehicle, do in a situation that we happen to be in right now where you have 9 or 10 inches of snow on the ground, signs are covered?
That is a good question.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they would be able to function.
It doesn't seem like it.
I mean, quite literally, you've got a stop sign that has been completely covered in snow.
Right. And if you didn't know it was there before.
Let alone the human touch it takes to negotiate inches of snow.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is we humans win. All right. USA, humanity, USA.
Yeah, people.
we win. Waymo.
We're way more better than you, even though you're called it. Is that inelegant?
Waymo. All right, I want to tell you about something that I'm a big fan of. The Raycon earbuds, and as a matter of fact, somewhere I've got a photograph I took of my little girls. We were flying back, and they were just sitting there contentedly with their headphones on. I have those, the full...
over-the-ear headphones.
The full over-the-ear Raycon
Gave
headphones.
them as gifts as myself this weekend.
If you're going anywhere, in the back of the car, in the back of if they're in the airplane, peace. I just wish I had a time machine and I could go back in time and whenever I had to do those long drives with my aunt, smoking her Kent cigarettes, listening to bad AM radio, just loud enough that you could hear the terrible music. You can live in your own world with Raycon earbuds and make 2025 the best year. These also, by the way, make a terrific gift. Raycon's everyday earbuds, perfect at the gym. I know I use them when I'm walking the dogs. And, of course, they go where you go. And these Raycon earbuds are designed to stay in your ear. I might have mentioned this yesterday. A guy in my plane had the little, whatever they are, the Apple things. And, of course, he dropped one and was searching the plane floor to try to find the thing. The Raycon earbuds stay in your ear. They have active noise cancellation, all the perks you want on a great set of earbuds, and they're about half the price. So they've also got a 30-day happiness guarantee. At least you'll be happy with your earbuds. So get all the details by going to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's BUYRAYCON.com/TOM. Wow, this is like playing Wordle with a 3-letter word. Buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off site-wide right now. We're coming right back. Got a bunch of cool stuff in the news, and we're going to be passing it all along to you, including a discussion about holy water. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Screen Door Productions presents A Day at Furgler's Hardware, Part 2.
So, let me get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooty, we just landed. I'm in ATL. Just got in from TPA through MCO. Bra sizes, huh?
Yeah.
my last girlfriend, Karen, 34B. Always made me nervous. I was like, wow, trying to undo that, I felt like I was still 2 terminals away. I know. I had to call you guys today. I heard Christy talking about what different features on her phone that come in handy during sex.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, not to top you there, Christy, but I've developed a list of things that come in handy with your smartphones during travel.
Oh, nice.
Well, and if that goes smoothly, it can be better than sex some days. I know. What I like to do is take the virtual stopwatch on my phone and see how long it takes the Sky Hag to ask me what I'd like to drink during pre-board. Let's just set the over-under at 3 minutes. Any more than 3 minutes, just yell, "What's up in the galley, Sally?" I know. Trust me, she'll love it. Christy mentioned the flashlight. Well, here's a fun game. Take the flashlight on your phone and shine it way down to the crack of your seat back pocket. I know. You'll see a glimpse of what I call the Traveler's Trail Mix. It's almost like Vegas. Sometimes you'll find jewelry, sometimes even an iPad, but usually it's just toenails and tonsil stones. No whammies. I know. Oh, and this is a fun thing to do. Once they start boarding Zone 7 people, we've all had to sit by the crying baby, right? So take your phone and throw it at them. Now we've got something to cry about. Sorry about your colic, cowboy, but I've got 2 layovers, and we're already delayed because your mom can't break down a stroller in less time than it took to melt Stonehenge.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, are you okay?
Enjoy the view from 38E. Hey, look, we're at the gate. We just landed. I'll call you from Phoenix. We just landed.
All right.
Thanks, Kenny. That was very, very helpful. Get everything back opened up again. A lot of schools are still maybe on delay, et cetera, et cetera. So check local listings. And that internet thing, very handy in cases like this. We don't have to read the list.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. Woo! A 1 and a 2 and a
O'Reilly
Auto Parts.
Wow.
Yeah!
No. It's not an ow. It's an ow.
Ow.
Let's try it again. Okay, Ace, kill the music. 1, 2, 3. O'Reilly
Auto Parts.
Ow.
There you go.
Yeah, we're getting close. We will perfect this. These are the
Juicer next time. That'll.
Oh, yeah.
You know the chords.
I'm already in trouble enough.
The O'Reilly Auto Parts chords. What was I going to tell you? There was an assignment yesterday. I suggested to Christy that she watch this show on Apple TV called Disclaimer. It's a serious piece of work with great acting, but I just am telling you, if you watch it, you'll come back the next day and go, "Oh my God!"
Yeah,
because of the certain aspects of it. And it's not violent. I know there are components of that to a degree, but I know you don't like violence and you don't like gunfire and people bloody and all.
No,
don't worry about that too much.
Nope.
But I did receive this nice letter from Dave in Dayton, Ohio. Excuse me, Dave. He says, Tom, your recommendation of the series Disclaimer worked out quite well for me. I'll do my own Mr. Skin report. Episode 3, just before the 23-minute mark.
Oh.
He goes, press pause. Oh, thank you, Dave. You see what I'm talking about?
Hot sex?
We'll let Christy decide. All I'm saying, Christy, is if when your husband's feeling great, watch that with him.
Okay.
He'll thank me.
All right.
You think it's hot for men and women? It's one of those scenes? It's like,
yeah.
All right.
I think so.
So we will we'll move forward from there. It is kind of trying to get back into the swing of things. It's particularly difficult after, a lot of people obviously have the holidays off.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they had a world record for air travel. And
Is
then
all your Christmas stuff put away?
99% of it is.
I was doing that
Got the tree.
yesterday.
The tree's gone.
My tree's still up. I've got
What?
Yes.
Oh, but you don't have a. You have a fake
I
tree.
have a fake
so it's
tree.
not going to catch on fire.
No. I was. I have almost all the ornaments off now.
Yeah, my tree. I typically get the tree Thanksgiving weekend. And by the time Christmas comes around, that thing is fairly crispy.
Yeah.
That's just about the length they can last. But getting back into the swing of things, it's particularly difficult when there's a massive weather issue that's going from whatever Kansas City to Washington D.C. You saw D.C. yesterday with 5 or 6 inches of snow, and a lot of temperatures in places where it's supposed to be warm, it's not. But it's effective. But that makes it even harder to kind of get back into the swing of things and do what you have to do. And a lot of places closed. Now, Pat, have you been able to play any guitar? Do you feel like you're ready to go?
I worked a little bit over vacation, but I did take a lot of time off for me, like about a week, and it was hard. Yesterday it was really hard. Today I'm sort of getting back in gear.
Well, yesterday you played like half a song?
I think I did maybe. I don't. Yeah, I did.
I've got mail here wondering, dear, where's the hell's Pat?
So today I have something that I wanted to do yesterday, but I just had no energy yesterday. I couldn't really do it. So I'm going to do it today.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Little Tom Petty tribute. Oh man, don't I feel real tired right now? I was in the middle of a dream. Yeah, it's hard getting up at 4 a.m. Why did our vacation have to come to an end? I was watching movies, having dinner with my friends. No staying up late with a job like this. And getting here is the hardest part. I cry all the way in my car. 2 weeks off, it's hard to restart. Getting here is the hardest part.
So true.
Now we're going to get back into gear.
I was watching movies till 11, sleeping till 8.
Isn't it weird?
It was great.
I know.
Not me. My body is just. I was on mountain time out in Colorado. And
So you're getting up at 2 in the morning?
No, 1.
Oh my God.
I get up at 3.
Oh, the slopes usually
Yeah, pretty deserted.
pretty empty, aren't they?
It's a hike to get up there.
Then I got up there. So one morning, usually about 8:30, I get up one morning and think, well, I'm going to go out and get a coffee. So I walk outside. There's a handful of people walking around. It's not really too many. And
they're all drunk.
Walk down to the coffee place. It's now an ice cream place. It's closed. Yeah, the first coffee place doesn't open till 7.
You get up and you could have a nice chaser because the bars are still open.
Yeah.
That does seem late for a coffee place.
Yeah, that is late. But you see that a lot in this country. Places opening up, coffee places opening up 7, 8.
Oh,
You got to open up earlier than that.
Yeah.
That's because Sasuke's generation doesn't know. They don't want to work. He's 5 years
guys
old.
the same age.
He's like 5 years older than me.
Look at his face.
Jeff Oskey is sitting in for Chick McGee. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Josh Arnold is right over there. He's the official sidekick of the Bob and Tom program, and that is the Steven Singer Jewelers sidekick chair. Christy Lee, you can see her over there. I like that color on you, Christy. Kind of a, what is that, like a
Raspberry.
plum?
I call it raspberry.
No, it's not red enough for raspberry.
Oh, all right.
What do you call it?
Plum. I like plum. That works.
Is that better? I don't know. I'm not sure what it is.
I don't know. It's
But
warm.
it looks good on you, and you are, of course, at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
I need all the insurance I can get.
What's the matter?
You never know.
Coming up, we have bongs in the news.
Yeah, we do.
I
had no idea a bong could be that expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Pricey one, huh?
Yeah.
Well, in this
That's a
case,
lot of trust fund kids.
in this case, $600.
$600?
Is that the high end? What does an inexpensive bong go for?
Like $40.
Okay, that's what I.
Now, does a bong, by definition, have the whole water? Is that
Yes.
It's got to have that.
It's got to make that great sound.
That gurgling.
What's a volcano go for, Jeff?
$600-700.
Okay.
What's a
What's a
volcano?
volcano?
Basically, it vaporizes your weed and puts it into a gigantic bag, and you just hit it that way.
Maybe that's what this one
supposed to be better for your lungs.
And it's for
Wait. Oh, better for your lungs. Oh, I'm sorry. And we'll get to the medical aspects of that. Boy, that sounds like internet medicine if I ever heard it.
Doesn't it also get you just insanely high?
Oh, yeah.
You know how they say the first time you smoke, you a lot of people don't feel it?
Right.
The first time I ever tried it, it was with a bong, and boy, I felt it.
Oh, yeah.
Same here.
Well, I'm not very well informed, but I'm going to be later on when we find out about bongs in the news, blue jeans in the news, pooping in the news. Yikes. And what's that song? There's whiskey in my water. There's sugar in my tea.
Mama told me not to come?
That's it. Randy Newman. Mama told me not to come. We've got that song kind of in the news because there's whiskey in the holy water at this one particular place. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
No, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just. This is what the Surgeon General is saying.
I know.
So
I think those women who can't are pretty much, by and large, selfish, aren't they?
Screw you, chick.
Yeah. Don't you wish just once they'd have a day, one day a year, where you could say whatever you wanted in the radio? Just so that one time.
I'm over here working, okay?
You know what you could do?
What?
Walk in there and have Dean do it for you. You walk in there, tell Chick what you want to say, and he can fix it for you. A few minutes ago, Chick said something mean to Christy, and she...
I didn't... Was that mean? I was
Yes,
just
it
making
was.
an observation.
I was saying that some women are unable to breastfeed for a number of reasons, and you said...
The main reason I can think of is because they're selfish.
Okay, so Christy
She
wanted...
seems very well adjusted
Right now.
and very
Christy
intelligent.
wanted to respond, and I have great faith in our editor.
Me too, because if
Christy
not, I've
wanted
lost
to
my job.
respond.
We now have the response.
Okay, go ahead, play it.
Hey, chick, you. You've never had to breastfeed. You don't know what it's like. You're a ignorant, stupid son of a bitch. So shut your mouth, you stupid ass.
You know, that last beep could have used a little more word.
A little less a little less...
And not so much hole. A little heavy on the hole on that one.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
A look at their car is perhaps the best way to introduce the uninitiated to WFBQ Radio's morning team, Bob and Tom. The pink and camouflage junker features 3 hood ornaments, a bowling trophy, the hind quarter of a horse, and a jar of tartar sauce that will have to be explained elsewhere.
295 Night Ranger when you close your eyes. It's 8:42. You're with Bob and Tom on a 2 for Tuesday.
Good morning.
Howdy.
Great.
Holmes.
Sherlock. Let's play word association.
Okay.
Howdy.
Holmes.
Sherlock.
Holmes.
John C. You're with Bob and Tom.
Holmes.
The human tripod.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bob.
That's all right.
From 6 a.m. and for the next 4 hours, Bob Kavoyan and Tom Griswold fill the airwaves with jokes and pranks that range from silly to hilarious and from bawdy to sick.
Why is sex like air?
Why is sex like air? I give up, Bob.
Because it's no big thing unless you're not getting it.
They deliver a National Lampoon sort of humor that leaves the audience laughing while wondering how Q95 can broadcast some of the things they say.
Half the joke is in your mind. The joke isn't stated outright. The person has to put something into it to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're fun and
people like them.
People enjoy them.
They laugh at them. And there's an alternative. You can always change the channel.
But people aren't. After 2 years on the air, Bob and Tom have taken Q95's morning show to the top of the volatile morning FM ratings. WFBQ is the 3rd radio station the zany team has worked for. After 6 years together, they've got the routine down pat. Bob runs the audio control board, plays straight man, and provides the program's famous laugh.
Amateur phylactics. Amazing concept, I think, and I think it's going to
Tom sits on a mound of notes and papers to provide the program's often quoted jokes and many of its voices.
Oh, hello, Mohandas.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
I am fine today. Hello, Tom. Hi, Mohandas. You look very good today. Thank you so much, Mohandas.
Much of their banter is off the cuff with an occasionally rehearsed punchline off mic during a song.
I know. Only if it makes you late for the ceremony.
She's controversial. She's provocative. She's the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Dr. Their regular spoof on Dr. Ruth Westheimer features some of their more risque humor.
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married?
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married? Well, no, as long as you're not late for the wedding.
Bob and Tom's task of filling 20 hours of airtime every week is made easier by several regular characters phoned in by people around town. Nightclub owner Sonny is a favorite.
Great approach. How are things going on at the track? I know you're running the mystery flesh tent this year.
Everything is going just fine, Dow. I bred that baby up, throw it in some shortening, and serve it up. It's the mystery flesh tent, Dow.
That's located, of course, in Turn 1.
It's right there in Turn 1 where people seem to be the most hungry and the least discriminating.
Other characters are voiced by regular visitors to the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Tiger Don Bardo. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Q95 midday personality Jay Baker voices the spoof on Richard Nixon.
Now, do you remember Ronald Reagan visiting the German cemetery over the weekend?
Oh, that's right, yes.
The media referred to it as the Nazi cemetery. You know, I was the one that put him up to that.
I see.
I said, babes, this is going to be so beautiful for your career. Trust me on this one. I told him, I said, when I was a young boy, I heard the phrase, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. I said, Ronnie, you can't miss a whole field full of dead Nazis. You slide over there, you put the wreath down, the wreath, and you're cruising.
Bob and Tom say they get very few complaints from listeners as they poke fun at every special interest group imaginable, and station management has left them unrestrained on the limits of their humor. After 2 years, the result has been high ratings, a devoted following, and 2 happily transplanted Hoosiers who say they just might stay to grow old and gray on Q95.
Could be. It's very possible. In fact, it's already started. Bob's getting gray. Yeah. Tom's getting old. Yeah.
This is Greg Todd, Channel 6 News.
Oh, I feel so much better now. You know, Bob. Yes. I don't want to say that most of the women that you go out with have questionable morals or anything, but last night...
Cool concert tickets on the way. And Money for Something starts again next week. That's $1,000 an hour. Details on all those things are just around the corner.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin's there with his guitar.
Hey, Josh.
Jess Hooker joins us.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Jess. Nice to see you. There's Jeff Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee today.
That's right.
Ace Cosby over there.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair, and there he is, Tommy.
Hello. We have Ms. Hooker over there. We were talking about something of interest, perhaps.
Okay.
The gift card, the gift certificate, the gift of... are you a fan?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. You tend to use them or let them stack up?
Use them or regift them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're probably more regifted, like to kids, teenagers. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like you're being asked to go run an errand.
I would hope not. I mean, I try to do my research and really try to. Yeah. Is it something they would use anyway?
Yeah,
that
like
kind of thing.
gas gift cards. Kids love those. You know, come on.
You can get a gas gift card?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, gas cards are really popular.
Very big.
I didn't know that.
They're very popular with parents for their kids that they don't trust with actual cash.
Good point.
What do you mean you didn't fill up the tank?
Yeah, they're like,
Why do you look high?
I could give you $50 to fill up the tank, or I could give you a gas card so I know it's all going in the tank.
Now, did you say there's a place where you can sell your gift cards? Is that?
Yeah, I've seen some ads for it where you go online and you can trade in your gift cards.
So if you want to buy $40 worth of weed, you get a $50 gift gas card.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, now this is a letter. Let's see. This is from Bruce.
Bruce.
He goes, I heard you talking about people having gift cards. I bought my wife a $150 gift certificate to the local day spa.
Oh, very nice.
I bought it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They closed the place down the next morning.
Oh, that's brutal.
I could not recoup a dime.
That's really brutal.
I saved Josh from buying a gift card from a place that's about to close.
I bought it.
You did?
And I told the person, rumor is this place is about to close.
Are they still
and he said,
open?
we're going this week.
Oh, okay, good.
is
They're still open right now. Yes.
That's that restaurant?
Yes.
That's such a great restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, their food's great. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. And then we also have been discussing a TV show, a series, whatever you want to call it. The thing is, the contemporary television is as good as
You must
movies.
have really gotten laid after watching this show.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this show.
Dude, he even texted me. He goes, hey, you need to check this show out with your
Episode 3
lady.
is something else.
Well, I figure I could get rid of some of Oskay's anger if I gave him a good disclaimer
on Apple.
Disclaimer. Okay.
It's a very serious show, even though one of the actors is actually Sacha Baron Cohen, famous, of course, for Borat. And he's a terrific actor, by the way.
What's the premise?
It's really complicated. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
It's got sex in it.
It's got sex in it.
But
Got it.
I did not mean to bring that up. I just advised Christy to.
It's done in a way that's quite erotic, to be honest with you.
All right.
And this is not a criticism. It is several of the scenes go on and on.
Embarrassingly long. You
and on.
Like, whoa.
You're going, if this goes on any longer, I've seen those commercials where if you have a 4-hour erection, you have to go to a doctor. You know that one?
Who are the actors involved in the sex?
Well, Kevin, the sex you don't know. They're unknowns.
Oh, okay. They're not. So it's not Kate Blanchett.
Well, this is why I don't want
She's
to
a knockout.
talk about it's very interesting.
All right.
And I don't want to spoil it, but there's as one of our friends of the show was kind enough to write, Dave wrote, Mr. Skin Style, episode 3 at the 22-minute 47-second mark.
Wow.
Put it on
He's going to save me
pause.
a lot of time because I'm just going to go home and watch that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I was watching it, and Jimmy, my son, who's 14, walked in.
Oh, God.
Because he was hungry. I know, during episode 3. And he was like, what do you do, Dad? Jimmy goes, what are you watching? I said, Jimmy,
trust me, he went back into his room and watched something way worse.
I was, we had watched like the first 5 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there were 7. And I wanted to watch, I was thinking, I'll watch this on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You know who that doesn't
Not
stop?
safe for the plane.
Chick McGee will watch the filthiest stuff on a plane.
No.
He doesn't care. I didn't know he was doing it on purpose.
On purpose.
I thought he was just sort of...
Nope.
A jerk?
He's that, but for a different reason.
We couldn't believe. We looked over and were like, well, what are you watching?
I've told you this story. I can show you the car wash. I used to go to this one particular car wash, but they've built a new one, so I don't have to go to that one anymore, where the turn's too tight and there's a concrete wall. You know that one.
Yeah.
And I was behind a guy with a Suburban. And he had, this goes back a few years, at one point, and I had the same one, where the Suburban, the TV screen dropped right between the back seats, which was...
So you can't use your rear view mirror?
You can't use your rear view mirror. Yes, it's a terrible design. They've since gotten rid of that. The point is...
All that's behind you anyway.
I'm in back of this guy, and I'm not sure who's in the back seat. They're watching hardcore porno.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What was happening there?
Yeah, what's going on? Hey, you're in your car with this guy. Someone's driving the car, so the people in the back seat are watching this thing.
There's a hamburger place in town that shows the most graphic, gory, bloody, nasty action films, like scary, the whole time. That's all they show.
Yeah, but I think you know when you go.
You know.
Or you learn real quick.
Yeah, great burgers though.
And there was a brief period of time. And that time is more or less gone, I think. And if Chick were here, he'd back me up on this. There was a drive-in movie theater. A lot of the drive-in theaters have gone away. And there was a brief period of time where a lot of them went to pornographic movies.
X-rated movies. What? Oh, yes.
Yes, it was.
I went.
It was, I would say,
was late
70s before video
79,
became.
80, yeah.
And was it in the middle of the woods?
No, we went
and
to the highways.
Yeah.
There was There was a famous one not too far from Toledo, Ohio. I can remember on Interstate 80, you'd be driving, and it was so funny because you'd see the car slow down.
You get 10 seconds of
If you drop down to 40, you get 15 seconds. But yeah, that was like, whoa.
Same here, yeah.
Well, and there was the famous Smut and Eggs place, too.
In Madison?
Yeah, Madison, where you...
Wait, what?
What?
Smut and Eggs. Yeah, it was a breakfast place, and they showed all 70s porn. It was
Real porn?
Yes. Yeah. But it was the 70s stuff, you know, the bad music and the whole... it was...
Yeah, they charged extra if you got a hair in your eggs. Don't say anything. Everyone will want one. Thank you very much.
Times are changing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but though, those days. Now we'll get a letter from somebody. I'm sure there's still a drive-in that occasionally.
I'm sure.
That's
maybe. I don't.
That is.
So many drive-ins have gone away.
Well, that's fine, but I mean.
When was the last time you were at a drive-in?
On the pandemic, there were quite a few.
Have you taken the girls to the drive-in?
No.
You should.
It's fun.
It's really fun. They would love it.
It's a whole night. Yeah, it's cool.
Really is cool, yeah.
I've been to a drive-in exactly once in my life.
What?
What?
Yeah. The movie was Goodbye Columbus.
Oh my God!
Puts the date on it.
That's
what
that explains a lot.
Yeah, the car I was in, you had to crank it to be like
go to
Mr.
a drive-in to
Magoo.
see something fun, not the latest Philip Roth adaptation.
As I recall, the movie was dreadful.
Benjamin in that?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of that guy.
That isn't even a makeout movie. What the hell were you thinking?
Yeah, no. So the answer is I haven't been. What's the last?
I can remember every movie I ever saw in the drive-in.
Same here.
I love the drive-in.
Because it was such a big deal when we were kids. We'd go once or twice a summer.
Now, would you pay, or would your parents have you hide under the seats?
Oh no, we all paid. Yeah, we all piled in the minivan. Now we brought our own concessions, so those were hidden under blankets.
Yeah.
You could put kids in the trunk the whole day. You could hide them in.
Yeah.
One of the best birthday parties we had for our kids recently, 10 years ago, we got a box truck, filled it with mattresses, and brought a bunch of girls and opened up the back end of the box truck.
It
and
does sound pretty good.
I like that.
Wow. You could have taken that downtown and made $600-700.
We're talking about
girls and mattresses.
We're talking about high school kids.
No, high school kids, $2,000.
Just got even better. You think that makes it less hot for us? We're monsters.
They're so gross.
If they're in uniform, $3,000.
I forgot who I dealt with.
Coming up, we have I love these surveys. This one's really good. Coming up, we have in the news underwear. In the news. And a lot of interesting facts about underwear.
Oh, all right.
And
Frank Warren?
The lead question is, do you have, either in your car or in your office, do you carry around a spare pair of underwear?
Okay.
No,
I have one in my office right now.
You do?
Yeah.
I
brought one yesterday because I have this fear of getting stuck in the snow and freezing, so I brought an extra change
Did you
of
think
clothes.
that was going to make you warmer?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say, I have a fear of getting stuck in the snow and crapping my pants. I don't know if those two things go together. I guess. Ace, do you have a pair of spare underpants here in the building?
I do not. I have a T-shirt and shorts in the car.
Okay. You have underwear. I have underwear. I have a complete everything.
We know you do.
I've got like 60 shirts.
Yes.
Jess, you have a pair of...
I have a pair of underwear in my briefcase all the time.
I also have a pair of your underwear in my briefcase.
But a lot of ladies carry panties, right? Like purse panties? Like, especially like younger going out ladies.
Well, those
like period
are if you
panties?
period panties. Yeah, if you have an accident. But
well, I thought for like the next day, like if you go home
hooking up
with someone,
sure.
So the next morning you have
those days are gone too. So I don't have
when you said period panties, I thought it was like period movies where
Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah, these panties. These panties more of a girdle. Yeah, this may be too inside. I'm sorry, but as you know, I was on a ski trip. I know that's not everyone's thing, but when you are skiing, if you're smart, you're wearing a helmet.
Right.
But underneath the helmet, you wear the same thing race car drivers wear, which I always want to call it. I always want to call it baklava, but that's a Greek pastry.
No, that's baklava. A baklava is what you wear.
Whatever the hell it's called.
Yes.
So I'm with this condo that we rented had one of these stacked washer and dryers, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. And there was no place to fold. So
no place to fold, I think is what he's going to say.
That's what
You can't just say no place to fold.
Anyway, so I'm
on top of the wall,
and it was kind of a dark hallway, and a bunch of people throwing stuff in the same wash. But so I'm going through the dryer, pulling stuff out, and I grab what I think is balaclava. What is it?
Balaclava.
Balaclava. Yeah. And, put it on, and it turns out to be a pair of black panties. They're very similar in construction.
That's true.
And, of course, my first thought was, I'll walk into the living room and say, hey, look what I'm going to wear tomorrow under my helmet. And I thought, something I better not do.
She would have loved that.
Yeah.
She walked in right when you had the panties.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah. At least they were hers. Could have been much more awkward.
Yeah. They didn't have Hello Kitty on them, did they?
Yeah. Could have been that awkward, or it could have been Sam's wife. There's all kinds of different ways this could go wrong.
We'll be talking underwear when we come back.
Okay, we got a big underwear survey. It's very, very important stuff. We have a great excuse for speeding, which police officers are going to want to hear. We got smashed bongs, and we've got what's inside your mommy parts. This is the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
And I asked Frank if he could sing, and the answer is not really.
Probably you're correct.
But I thought if we provided you with some great song lyrics, like the song Piano Man, you could perhaps go through this with your various famous people doing it. And I have a random list here. So I hope this isn't unfair, but let's just try this right now with the lyrics to Piano Man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's comedian Frank Caliendo. I'm sorry, it's John C. Reilly.
Oh, I think I could probably sing this one. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man. It's better than you thought it was going to be, isn't it? Sitting next to me.
How about nice, John? How about Morgan Freeman?
To his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes.
How about Tracy Morgan?
La da 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 da. That would have been better as me. Da da da.
Okay, Paul Giamatti.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. And you've got us feeling all right.
Adam Sandler.
Here we go. Now, John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with that joke. To light up a smoke. But it's someplace that he'd rather be.
Okay, Jeff Goldblum.
He says, Bill, I believe this is what? It's killing me. There's a smile right away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be, a movie star if I could get out of this place. Yeah.
But John Madden. Oh, speaking of sports, Mel Kiper Jr.
Now, Paul, talking about a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. It's been too much time doing a thing, and he's talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy. You know, the fact of the matter is, probably going to be for life. And the waitress, tremendous job talking politics, and the businessmen, they're slowly getting stoned. Tremendous job, probably going to keep them lower in the draft. Yes, and sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than what? Drinking alone.
Seth Rogen.
Sing us a song. You're the piano man, I guess. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. I got something that makes me feel all right, too.
How about Al Pacino for an ending here?
It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. And the manager gives me a smile. Because he knows that it's me they've been coming to see to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival. I thought he was going to cut me off, so I got big. And the microphone smells like beer. Dinner time. And they sit at my bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Stephen A. Smith. Oh, la, da, 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 dee, da, da, da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. And you've got us feeling all right.
Very nice. Frank Caliendo does Billy Joel.
The Piano Man.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
That was great, Frank. Oh, I feel so...
Oh, you're welcome, guys.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio, it's the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Jess Hooker's joined us, as has Jeff Oskey. Chick's out today. Otherwise, we are in full swing. Yeah.
Ace Cosby manning the controls over there, and I thought perhaps we should do a little palate cleanser.
Oh,
because often we get so busy we forget about the linchpin of the show. Of course, I'm talking about this.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Jeff.
What, Ace?
Do you know they're making a remake of The Wizard of Oz, but this time from the dog's perspective?
Okay.
It's called Toto Recall.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
I liked it.
I like that joke very much.
Ace's joke of the day is sponsored by Sleep Number. Choose your ideal comfort on either side with a Sleep Number bed now. The lowest price of the season on their top-selling i8 smart bed is going on. It's your best savings, plus you get special financing for a limited time. See your Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. We were talking about drive-in movie theaters. And I've only been to one once, and it was many, many, many years ago.
I think your kids would love it.
Yep, they certainly would.
I really believe that. I mean, I know it's... I don't know how to say it.
You know what? I bet Tom has one of those projectors in his backyard. They can show movies.
Well, that's true, but that's not the full experience.
Yeah, a friend of mine was telling me that they used to go to the drive-in theater, and apparently you have to get out of your car and walk to the concession stand. And
oh, God.
Right.
Yeah.
So what they would do, they would leave the lights off, and when the guy would walk to the concession stand, they'd move the car.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
He's like, what the hell?
And I know what you're thinking, but it's especially the one in our area is clean. It's wonderful. It's a great time.
Well, they're run by people who are making no money. So
Right.
Yeah.
My
it's
uncle
just a
and aunt
passion
used to
about it,
have a drive-in theater, so I know exactly what that's like.
I remember during COVID, a couple of comedians did drive-in theater.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah, and they were showing movies too, like these.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
I
Sure.
remember one night, my family all went to see Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and The Naked Gun.
Oh,
and
Fun.
it's still one of the top 3 days of my life.
Yeah.
I saw Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That's my first movie that had bad words in it at the drive-in. I remember that.
Who would you have picked? How old were you?
Oh gosh, when did that movie come out? Tom?
Who would you make out with first?
Robert
Redford or Newman?
Oh, definitely Redford.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
No, I used to think more of you.
How about you?
lost that
Jess?
a long time ago.
Newman or Redford?
You better pick Newman.
I guess Newman. So
Paul Newman, a great American. He was one of the greatest.
Yeah.
Well, Robert Redford's not
I
a bad
know
guy.
God,
he's okay too.
So cute, blonde hair at the time.
Yeah, but
God.
Paul Newman's from Shaker Heights, Ohio.
But when I think of
A
Paul
race
Newman,
car
I always think
driver.
of the cartoon. I don't think
Oh,
of
the
him.
label?
Yes.
Paul
Yeah.
You can think of salad dressing. Yeah.
It is interesting that there is a whole generation that just thinks he was some kind of chef.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they've never seen Cool Hand Luke or all those great movies.
I loved that movie. Yeah. But no, at the time it was.
Okay, well, it's time to move forward here. Now we had teased the underwear.
Well, we have to go to
survey.
sports first.
Oh,
because,
do we have any sports?
We have one story that I think one or
Oh,
two.
yeah. Does pooping make you race better? Attention. Oh, sorry.
No, I mean, when? I mean,
depends on if you're running behind the person.
Yeah, good point. Researchers say defecating before a race may help you run faster. For the study, 13 elite triathletes were asked to take a psychological assessment called the Stroop test under 3 different circumstances. Once without defecating beforehand, once after defecating without a laxative, and once after defecating with magnesium oxide laxative.
Okay, so one is you're really cleaned out.
Yeah.
Right. Nearly 70% performed better on the test after defecation, and 100% saw improvement after the magnesium-induced defecation.
and this is
God.
and this is a psychological test. That's interesting.
Yeah, it says researchers explain that the brain diverts blood and oxygen to the digestive organs if there is food to process. But if the person is also exercising, the brain must work to allocate resources to different muscles to function effectively.
All that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So in other words, before the show tomorrow, everybody take a good healthy dump. See if we can
timing's off.
See if we can make this show finally funny.
Yeah,
well, it was a great show. I heard they all took a
Yeah,
collective.
did your guys' timing change over break?
No.
A little bit because my Metamucil time changed.
Oh,
But now I'm back on it.
okay.
Really figured it out.
Yes, mine changed, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Can't wait for this.
Two things.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to get on an airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
There is, in the category of things I hope to never have to do again, defecating on an airplane.
Yeah.
You have to open that door, and there's the steward making someone a old fashioned, and you hear the guy go, "Oh, I'm not getting paid enough for this."
Do you do this on an airplane? You see somebody go right, you didn't make it because they got in before you, and then you time it, and you're like, I'm not going now. Because they take so long, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
But that's one. The other is
Real quick, that toilet flush on the plane is the most terrifying. It feels like you're going to get sucked out of the plane. That
always
sound it
close
makes.
the lid.
Oh, my.
Do you always wonder what's going to happen if they have this thing where the plane drops 10,000 feet?
Right.
They scrape you off the ceiling. So the point being, there's nothing is worse than having to go on. I've got to the point I won't even have. I'll have maybe 1 cup of coffee. So I don't want to have to pee in a plane even.
Yeah.
See, my body shuts down when I get on a plane.
Really?
I have to pee.
The other one is when you're. This is a bit obscure, I guess, narrow casting. But if you're skiing, you do not want to have to
take all your clothes off.
I'm wearing a bib and the whole thing, and then you don't want that. You don't want your ski stuff on the floor of a toilet. You're wearing these ridiculous ski boots.
You got to walk around in.
Yeah, you don't want to have to. So, I mean, there's nothing worse than. And then, of course, there's always the off chance. What if you're on a chairlift and it gets stuck there for 45 minutes?
Yeah, but you got to stay hydrated. You don't drink any water or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can pee, but so this study is saying that if you're going to be a runner, you're better off evacuating, not because you're lighter, but because your body can then focus on the exercise.
That makes sense.
That's one of the reasons behind fasting as well. Intermittent fasting is your brain can then allocate its energy toward healing other parts of you instead of digesting.
So if you want to be number one, you got to take a number two.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Well, now we know why Usain Bolt was sponsored by Miralax.
Also, some of the fastest I've run recently was because I had to defecate.
Oh.
You've had that experience. You're at the mall, and all of a sudden you realize,
Yes, but I slow down. I'm afraid if I go faster, things will open up.
Yeah, and then you round the corner at the mall, and there's that guy with the mop and that little yellow thing closed. You know, I look at it and go, I hope you speak English, because if you don't move that GD sign, I'm going right here in the floor.
A piso mojado my ass, pal. The good thing you have that mop. You're going to need a hockey stick.
Yeah, you're going to need a squeegee.
But do you do the clench walk where you're where you walk a little slower, a little more clenched up?
A little more tight.
It's we called it off the bus walk, because when the kids would get off the bus, they'd have to go immediately, and so that they'd be walking up the driveway just like cheeks clenched, I'm home, I gotta go. Yeah.
One of my dogs had that the other day. There's a lot of snow, and we get out there, and I can tell he didn't want to jump into the snow drift.
Oh.
So he found a nice tire track, but we'd been outside for maybe 10 seconds. He looks up and goes, okay. So this is a valuable lesson.
Shovel for the dogs. You shovel for the dogs?
No. They're dogs.
No, but,
right.
Yeah, but
they're walking
up to their butts.
They're walking scarves.
They need an.
They gotta have an area to go because the snow.
Jeff does just fine. They're not crabbing in your house, are they?
No, never once.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at you when I said that, Tom.
Yesterday morning, 1:50 a.m., I heard this.
Again.
Oh, that's a scary noise.
Yeah.
That'll wake you up.
Oh, there was. Then I had to get my whole thing out with the rubber gloves and
That and a cat coughing up a hairball will wake you up in the middle of the night real quick, too.
Yeah, but that's not as deadly as a dog doing it. Because with a dog, there's going to be effluent, if you will.
Mine carrots yesterday. That'll stain, by the way.
Wait, what?
They vomited carrots, and the carrot juice stained my carpet. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm becoming an expert on carpet cleaning, by the way.
Do you have a carpet cleaning stain remover that'll work? Because I need one.
None of them work all the way. But I do have that mini vac thing.
Yeah, I have one of those, too.
Suction vacuum thing.
None of them will work.
They don't.
No, I found one that's fantastic.
What is it called?
I don't know. I will look at it. I have. I really don't. I think it might be.
Do you know, Josh? Back in the day, when you'd go into a barber shop, they would have like 30 different colored like things of hair tonic.
Sure.
Or if you go into a fancy bar, you go into a fancy bar and they've got 60 different kinds of bourbon.
Yeah.
I have a closet in my house that has that for carpet cleaner.
So do I.
Yeah.
I have every single kind of.
But for urine and fecal matter and cat puking, this works because it has a brush on the nozzle itself.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I thought you were going to say, I don't have a dog.
Well, yeah. But I've had dogs almost my whole life, so.
No, I've had.
But you don't have one now.
No. Nope.
Yeah,
stains. You're a lesser person. Now with
a lot more time on my hands.
What am I saying? Waking up at 1:20 at 10 of 2 in the morning yesterday, you were sleeping.
That's right.
I was putting on rubber gloves and very quietly trying to clean up dog vomit. The whole thing with towels, plastic.
My cat's a scooter, though. She'll scoot like a dog every now and again.
And then leave skid marks?
Yep.
No.
What are you doing?
Yikes. Gravy.
Is your cat Southern?
It doesn't have.
He goes going, get her dung.
I would love it if my cat was a huge Larry the Cable.
Sorry, Larry. Well, I think how do we have time? Well, I think we can start our underwear survey because I think this is a fascinating story.
According to the survey, nearly half of Americans carry spare their underwear around for emergencies.
Half. I wouldn't guess that.
The poll of 2,000 U.S. adults commissioned by Hanes
all right.
found 70% of those who carry spares have had their backup underwear come to the rescue. Respondents said they would have a need for backup underwear, quote, if they were likely to have an accident. Well, of course.
Is that why you have it, Jeff? Spare underwear?
Yeah.
And is that why you have it, Jess?
I don't know. I've just always had an extra pair.
And I have them. I need them occasionally.
For what? What's the last time you needed it?
It's boring. There was no. I mean, it's
was it because of a?
No, it was because of it. It was because of it. No, it was because I spilled something sitting right here and got it all over my crotch.
That's one of the. If they're accident prone and are likely to spill something on themselves, 20% said that's why they carry one.
But I haven't. I've always in my office. I've got everything. I got shoes, socks, the whole deal.
I mean, that's a big spill though. If you need to change your underwear.
No joke.
Yeah.
Goes through all the way through your
spill
pants.
a whole pot of soup.
No, but I mean, you don't want to be walking around all day. Hey, what did you poop yourself? No, it's Sanka.
Sanka. Also,
my dad drinks Sanka. It's an inside joke.
They also said they might need to change their clothes at some point during the day. I bet for people that go to the gym or something like that.
But to me, that's a change of clothes.
Well, heavy workout, an extremely hot day.
Sure.
So, Josh, you have an office here.
Yeah.
Not a big office, but there's certainly room for a pair of underwear in there.
There sure is.
Do you have a pair in there?
I don't. No.
We'll bring one tomorrow.
I won't. I don't need it.
I'm going to hide mine somewhere in your office and you see if you can find it.
Now that's a wild game.
Now, if everybody brought in their underwear, put them in a box, and then blindfolded. Oh, this is a great idea. Oh, I can. I'm going to call HR. You're a sexist pig. All right.
I have their number. They just texted me yesterday.
How long do you hold on to your underwear? Like how long will you keep them before you?
Longer than I should. I mean, what I like to do, and this is true, is I wear boxers, and they'll get a little holy after years.
Right.
And I like to Hulk Hogan them off of my body.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's fun. So I'll wear them and then.
Do you do it with an audience?
Typically, no.
Good question.
Typically, there is no. I mean, my cat. And
Watch
she hates
this,
it.
Gravy.
That's why she scoots.
Did any of you growing up? My mom would take the old just tidy whities that were done and throw them in the rag pile.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And so then you're out washing your dad's car using a pair of his old Hanes,
Oh, yeah.
tidy, or Fruit of the Loom. Actually,
Absolutely.
Looking back, how disgusting! How poor were we that we couldn't afford a rag?
My mom would always talk about the rag man when she was a little girl during the Depression. I'm not kidding.
What? A rag man.
I am totally. Someone out there has my mom was born in 1916.
Did he sell rags?
Yeah, and he would have a big push cart. I mean, this was practically horse and buggy stuff.
Wow.
I'm totally serious. And they would, and then just yesterday I do a couple different loads of rags because there were some issues.
On average, people are holding
blood.
Okay,
One
all
case.
right.
We had rags and we had washcloths. And you never used one for the other.
Right.
But I know, but
The rags were always underneath the sink in the kitchen.
Jeff is right. I can remember exactly that. You where's the chamois? Wait a minute, that's Dad's underwear. Oh God.
Or old
so weird.
Yeah, I don't remember.
On average, people hold on to their underwear for 3 years.
I'm longer, I think. Yeah.
And Ace famously, you wear it until it's how many 3 holes? Then you toss it finally.
Until they're not appealing anymore.
I've been thinking of changing it up actually.
Really?
I've been wearing the same ones for quite some time, and
Yeah, you mentioned this the other day.
Yeah, well, I bought a different version of them, and I don't like them.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of changing back up.
Oh, it's going back to what you had? Yeah.
Yeah.
We have more on this coming up.
Have you ever worn boxers, Tom?
Yeah.
Not a fan.
They don't fit under the jeans and the pants right.
Not a fan. And then there was a period of time in which I didn't wear underwear or socks. I blame Jimmy Buffett for this.
Those were some nasty shots.
And there is a famous photograph.
What? Oh, yeah.
There's a photograph of Bob and I on stage at some, whatever dumb thing we were doing. And it's very clear that on my jeans there is a stain.
No.
Oh, yes.
Didn't shake it enough, huh?
You didn't shake it enough.
or too much.
Yeah. The good news.
The black line.
The good news is the stain is relatively farther south.
Of course.
But no, I'm totally kidding. I'm not kidding.
Oh.
I saw that picture and went,
time for underwear.
Yeah, this commando thing.
Yeah.
It's funny in the Jimmy Buffett song, but I bet Jimmy's wearing underwear on stage too.
Underwear does act as a sponge a little bit.
Yeah, okay. When we come back, more underwear news. We are in the Riley Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello and welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's go right to the phones.
That's good. Just like him, yeah.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello. Is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Oh, hi, Mr. Obvious. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Well, thanks for calling. What seems to be the problem, caller?
Oh, Mr. Obvious.
Yes?
I think I've got a critter stuck in my pipes under my kitchen sink.
Huh. A critter, huh? Some sort of animal? What makes you think that?
I can hear him down there making noises.
Noises, huh? What sort of noises?
Well, you know, kind of a growling noise. Like a critter.
What's that sound like?
Well, it's sort of like, you know, like that.
Huh. A critter under your sink, huh? And it's growling at you?
Yep. You can hear him down there. Sounds like he's trapped in the pipes or something. He's down there growling, kind of like. Is
he padding the part? What's going on?
I see. So this happens all the time?
Mostly it seems like it happens after dinner. When my wife rinses leftover food down the drain. You can hear him down there eating.
Eating?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, like that.
Now, caller, is there anything else that seems to cause this growling?
Well, now that you mention it, he seems to do it every time she flips that light switch on by the sink.
Light switch, huh?
Yeah. There's the switch by the sink. But it don't turn nothing on. She'll flip it sometimes while she's doing the dishes, and boy, it makes him mad as anything.
Muppets were the first thing I did, some cartoon kind of characters and stuff like that. Stuff I wouldn't even consider really impressions, but...
Who's the hardest one to write for? Because sometimes if you have the voice, there's some impressions you see them and you go, boy, that's dead on, and you go, but there's no content.
I've had a Billy Crystal forever. But I had no idea what I would even do with it. It's one of those voices that just, he doesn't do much. Yeah. Sully, you know. Yeah. Hey, let's go. So come on, guys. We're going to go over here. It's just one of those things. But here it works. And Robert Downey Jr.'s one that I'm sure I've done that too for you. But he's the human Twitter feed. He talks in little phrases and everything's about himself. He could be giving out an Academy Award, which is supposed to be about the nominees. But it would turn it back to him like, these people deserve your applause almost as much as I do. Hashtag awesome. So he's like, do me a favor. You're doing great right now for you. You know, that's he can insult you and be positive, backhanded compliment for everything. Chick, you do a great job sitting there doing nothing. Appreciate it. Why don't you do me a favor and text yourself?
Who would you like? What's an easy one to teach Josh? Josh is very clever. I don't know about his impression abilities.
I'm not particularly good at impressions.
No, I'd give him 6 out of 14 on clever. I'm trying to think who. Give me a little of your own voice if we can find something.
Well, I think 6 out of 14 might be a little low. It's not.
Okay, so you can go to a deeper register. Talk as quietly as you can and say this. Talk as about as slowly as possible.
In my own voice, talk as slowly as possible.
Now, bring it back down.
A little lower.
A little lower. We're trying to work on a Morgan Freeman here.
I see.
Oh. No, you tried. And so,
yeah, this is not going to go well.
No, you can get it. You can get it.
Talk like Morgan.
No, why did you all of a sudden you're starting to talk?
I feel like it's in the back of the throat.
It's very. The truth is. Truth is. Say truth is.
True.
Don't do this. You're doing something to. Truth is. Truth is.
The truth is.
The truth is.
Truth is.
That's getting there. Let's try something different.
Let's try anything else.
Try an Irish or something.
You understand?
Oh, that feels so good.
Like this is one of the greatest.
Those are me lucky charms.
Sorry. How about this? I said Chick McGee.
I'm here for 2 more days. I can have him.
Oh, there we go.
I will have him by Thursday, which is 2 more days from now. Thank you. Who helped me on that? Who said that?
You did it by yourself?
Thank you very much.
Tom.
Tom did.
By Thursday, I will have him ready for his Saturday Night Live audition.
What do you have to do? 2 characters and then 5 minutes or something?
It doesn't matter because we're going to have 37 characters.
Okay.
And 52 impressions.
Now, Chick, you could do a passable Jeff Goldblum.
Well, not in front of Frank.
Yeah, see?
It's not like you've never done it before.
I've tried. No, I haven't. Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Josh?
A, bizarre segue, and B, good joke. We have some tickets coming up. I'll tell you what they were for, but I'm out of time.
Hey, welcome back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio, where we are the Bob and Tom Show. Great to have you with us. Tom, we've got a lot going on this morning. Later on, Costaki Economopoulos, not too long from now.
Costaki, just back from Greece.
Yeah, well.
He sent me some photographs
he did?
In Greece, yeah.
Did you get his Christmas card?
I didn't. Well, I probably did, but I haven't opened them up yet.
He and his daughter's just a happy, lovely family.
It's very sweet.
I don't know if they went to Greece or not.
The younger one did.
They did. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, we'll look forward to talking to him. He's our NFL correspondent, and we were doing. We were discussing underwear.
Yeah, we weren't done with this fabulous story.
This is we went around the room. How many people have an extra pair of underwear in their office or in their car or whatever?
Are you ladies thong wearers?
Back in the day, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Gave up.
Yeah, I just gave up. Yes.
I like a nice.
And again, you don't have to answer anything. I want to make sure I get the.
Wear some butt floss up your butt and see if you enjoyed it.
Hanky-pankies.
I know, but you're not wearing them. Is
Of
what
course
I'm saying.
Well, you don't know that.
That's true.
Do men wear thongs?
Yeah, some
Sure
do.
they do,
What? Yeah.
Well, that's
Saturdays at the bathhouse.
Some do.
probably.
Well, coming up in the news, there's a place in Russia where you better not wear one.
Yeah. You've never had your underwear right up your butt? You know that feeling?
No, I haven't.
If a guy tells you he's excited for the Wicked sing-along, he's probably wearing a thong.
There you go. that pretty much. Now, Pat, are you a boxer or a brief guy?
I wear like a version of that. Like what's it called?
Boxer brief.
The boxer brief. Yes.
See,
You caught me off guard. You caught me off guard.
Yeah, I can never think of that.
Today I'm actually commando because
What?
Is it laundry day?
Gross.
Why?
That is gross.
It's a weight thing. I'm wearing different jeans, and I have these underwear that fit me perfectly when I'm.
So wait, you're saying you put on so much weight during the holidays you can't get your jeans and your underwear on at the same time.
I moved up to a different jean, and I don't have underwear for this phase.
I think everybody gains a little holiday weight, but I've never gained penis weight. I've tried.
Yeah, what are you eating?
All men want
It's
that.
not just that area.
So you're serious? You are commando today?
Right? Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Wow. Are you wearing jeans?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm naked right now.
Isn't it a little rough?
No, it's not rough at all. I'm used to it. I'm a rough guy. I'm out there a lot. I work hard.
All right.
Yeah.
So then you can do a lot of extra shaking, so you don't end up in the position that I was in, where there's the photograph of me with the drip mark.
Right? No.
Okay. All
You
right.
don't do this when you perform on stage, though, because you have to pee before the show. You don't want to go on stage with
Right.
the. Yeah.
I have a lot of girlfriends that are commando all the time now. I don't
What are
know
their
what it
names?
is. I don't know what it is about this age, but
really?
Yes. I mean, it's staggering.
Huh.
And you would think
It would be the
that
opposite.
you would really want underwear if you're a woman of a certain age.
Excuse me?
You tinkle
What?
a lot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Some
don't
women.
they say when you laugh, you...
Some women
the
do,
way
yes.
today's show's going, everybody, you're all dry.
It is arid in here.
Your friends, do they have dresses on or the
Yes.
pants?
Oh, yeah.
No, I have check local...
Sounds like a jug band when her and her friends go.
That's where I thought you were going.
Check local listings, but I mean, it's
little
pretty
chilly.
It's cold all over America right now for the most part.
Well, you can wear tights with no underwear under them.
Yeah. That's
But I mean, if you're wearing a dress and no underwear, I assume that'd be really chilly.
summertime.
Is that
drafty?
refreshing, invigorating?
It is, but it's mostly for my date when I'm like, hey, by the way, we're going out tonight and I'm going commando, right?
You know what? I like underwear.
No, I like that.
You like the commando thing?
Sure,
I like everything about underwear. I like feeling it first and then peeling it off.
Oh,
And-
okay.
yeah.
Does it have to be sexy or just any underwear?
Kind of any.
Okay.
So, Miss Hooker, I'm going to get back to this notion of you're going on a date,
Right.
and then you inform
Yeah.
the fellow that.
At some point in the date, if it's going well.
I mean, did
right?
you do something subtle like, hey, why don't you drop your napkin and go pick it up and then flash them?
Do the Sharon Stone?
You could, I guess. I haven't tried that. I'll save that for next summer.
What are you doing for lunch?
What are you doing for lunch?
Not to be a hit, but I'd like, waiter, change my, I want the tuna melt.
Yeah, I'll at the Clams Casino.
Sorry, Jim.
I'm sorry. So back to the Haynes survey.
1/10 of those polled said they keep their underwear around for at least 6 years.
No way.
I think I'm about there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's too long.
But they're fine. They really are. They're not gross. They're not ratty.
As long as they work.
Mine are starting.
Doesn't the elastic
Yes.
waistband after 6
But
years?
in a way, for a while there's that perfect elastic.
Really soft.
Yes.
Yeah. The telltale signs to get new underwear are when they have holes, develop stains, or have a stretched out waistband. as we just talked about.
Now let's get into the topic of color.
Ace?
I didn't figure it.
Sorry.
not.
I wear nothing but black underwear.
Okay. Mine are all over the place.
So really, you have like a rainbow of an array of colors.
Yes.
You go dark, though, right? You don't go light. You go dark.
No, I've got
colors.
some light. Yeah.
Now,
I'm not skid marking things up.
Do you give that a little bit of thought in the morning when you're getting dressed? You know, I think I'm going to go with the raspberry today.
You know, I have colors that I prefer to others, and so I will say, hey, I'm going to go with that because I like the shirt color that I'm wearing. Sometimes I try to match, even
So,
just for me.
No, are you thinking in terms of date night?
I'm not. I'm thinking, well, sometimes. But I also have show underwear. Do you guys have show
Absolutely,
underwear?
yeah.
What? You're gonna perform, and you're like, I want those boxers.
Oh, okay.
It's like a good luck charm kind of thing.
Kind of, and kind of a. I know they're comfortable. I know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like the way they look.
Show shirt.
Oscar, what
was it?
Didn't your dad have a name for a guy who would wear who had show boxers?
Oh, he had lots of names for people. We won't go into them. I would like to return after this break.
Now, Christy, do you
You know my famous thing.
When
I get all new underwear when I get a new guy. Now that's over.
I think that's a great mental thing.
It is a good mental thing.
Now, if I'd like to add to that, and as Josh would like to say, next time that happens, not that it's going to.
There won't be a next time.
Give me the ones you've got. I'm going to sell them. Because you can give them to Goodwill. That's all nice, but when you can get $300-400 a pop.
There's something to say about really nice lingerie. You know, they say French women wear it under their clothes all the time. It makes them feel good. Well, baloney. You don't really notice. So I have kind of gone the other way, and I have black and I have nude, and that's it. And I have 10 of each, and when they're all dirty, that's when I do laundry.
All right.
But you don't have to. This morning you didn't go, okay, I'm going to wear the black ones. You don't have to give it any thought.
Black meshed my blacks.
Oh, so you do think in terms of matching.
Nude is more when you're wearing white pants or something like that.
I am really simplified this. I mean,
I'm with Christy. I used to buy my underwear individually. Now I buy it by the pack.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I used to match, my bra had to match my panties. Nah, screw it. I'm done.
Well,
actually, I still do that.
That's
I wear
not
a
how you
black
keep
bra.
a man. You got to think.
Well, you know what? Up to now, I'm 0 for 3, so maybe you're right.
You're doing good now, though.
Okay. Coming up, we'll find out what kind of underwear he has on. He's back from Greece. He's our NFL correspondent. He is Costaki Economopoulos. We'll look forward to talking to Costaki. Also, coming up, we have bongs in the news. And I didn't realize that they could be this expensive, but we've got an expensive one in the news. Also, a very important medical survey. At the end of the year, you always get the big events of 2024. This one is from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. It's what objects were found inside vaginas and rectums.
Wow!
In 2024. And the winner is we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Well, the church burned down and no one knew what Pentecost Baptist was going to do. The brimstone got so dadgum hot it burned up a church bus in the parking lot. In a panic, the Reverend Dr. White called up an ex-member that hadn't lived right. He owned Joe's beer joint right across the fence. It's the same Joe's he'd preached against. He said, I don't really want to be a hypocrite. I got a Sunday school class about to have fits. We're all excited about Revival Week and been moved by the Spirit, so to speak. With all the souls we saved and money we spent, we thought God told us to sell that tent. I got a famous evangelist supposed to come. I've run out of chairs. Will you loan us some? Joe said, well, y'all can just use the whole dang place. Ain't 9 on a jukebox, Amazing Grace. I ain't supposed to be open because of them blue laws, but we'll open tonight if it's all right with you. Preacher says, well, I reckon it'd be okay. The good Lord works in mysterious ways. Is going to talk about Joshua, Judges, and Ruth, and I reckon I could do it from the DJ booth. At the First Baptist Bar and Grill, it's the only church in the Bible Belt that smells like a whiskey still. When the sinners finish one more round, we'll have dinner on the ground and go inside and pray we don't get killed. The evangelist came with a well-dressed choir. They showed up around happy hour, looked around the joint, and didn't take it real well, said the white ministry has gone to hell. Ms. Mills that taught youth Sunday school and 2 deacons in the back room shooting pool was sharing the Lord with the Jim Beam rep who was teaching Ms. Mills some line dance steps. Reverend White was reading from the book of Luke to a tall drunk trucker about to puke, had John 3:16 memorized, trying to dry him out to get him baptized. The evangelist yelled about the lights and the beer, said, White, you can't save any souls in here. This place ain't nothing but a den of sin. Ain't the kind of place Baptist ought to be in. Preacher says, well, we don't really need y'all here. You didn't do a very good job last year. You only saved 1 sinner. That's Todd McGuire. He's a little sumbitch, set my church on fire. Joe's beer joint has done been revived. Only been here an hour and it done saved 5. Sure, it's got mirrors and a big dance floor, but I finally found the flock God called me for. They're at the First Baptist Bar and Grill. It's the only church in the Bible Belt that smells like a whiskey still. I'm trying to think, make sure I don't cuss in here, because usually in the show I do.
Yeah.
I know the lyrics of that. And here's always chill.
Oh, yeah.
And we're here every Sunday. We're living large. We're the only church with a covered charge. And if you don't like our doctrine and think we ain't devout, we'll have our bouncer throw your ass out of the First Baptist Bar and Grill.
Oh, yeah.
I am amazed at the women who do that.
At what?
I was with a friend who will go
We are,
nameless.
you know what? What did people? Us as guys are also amazed.
And he goes,
yeah,
exactly.
So I'm sorry.
This guy,
So Christy, you're talking with one of your not boyfriends, but
just
male
a guy friend,
Yeah.
and he goes, I can get a woman to send me a naked photo within the next 10 minutes.
And?
I go, no way. 8.5 minutes later, bing.
Wow, Monsignor, that is impressive.
Okay, that's less than 8 minutes.
What happened now?
Sent me a video of their
Go ahead, show that.
ex-girlfriend.
No, show it to Tom.
I can't. I don't want Christy, cover your eyes.
Oh, I've seen it all before.
No, yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Evidently, she's lost her key.
Oh my Lord, that is
Does that look like something out of the movie Dune or what?
It really does.
Let me word it this way. That puts the C in graphic. We must. I've got to. I've got to go.
Hold on a second.
I've got to go.
That is a slut.
I've got to.
That is an ex-girlfriend.
That's not someone making a sandwich, even though it looks like it.
Wash your hands and make me a cheese sandwich.
Oh,
Mommy, why is that woman massaging two pancakes? Wait a minute.
Comedian Tim Allen is here.
He goes, oftentimes, you hear this a lot. Yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car. And I went, yeah, right. This year, the Chevy's offered the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got to the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it. Love Sears. Do you? It's a Craftsman tool department makes my nipples rock hard. She always figured we should grunt like pigs. The little primates you are. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. Ever try to take a steak away from your husband? Here, honey. We're trying to grab meat from a man while we're just like dogs. I like going through the house rewiring stuff. That's my favorite thing. I got one of those big tool belts. Yeah. 2 cordless Makita drills hanging low. Yeah. But you gotta know how to wear it, otherwise your butt crack shows. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what is that? A pencil holder over there, Bob? I'm gonna hike that up. I got some spackle. I'll figure out that butt crack. I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. I'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. I got kids eating food in this kitchen. Get out of here. Go to miter me a dovetail out there or something, Bob. I just cruise around my house like Bob Vila, with a bad headache. Just looking for stuff. I notice Grandma's Easy Lift chair isn't moving quite as quick as I'd like it to. So I pop down the hardware store, pick up a compressor, some hose, some coax cable. I wire that sucker up. I forget Grandma lost some weight in the years I look at it. Got the 140 pounds a little too high, isn't it, Grandma? Shot that bitch halfway across the kitchen there.
Bands Styx, Kevin Cronin from REO, along with Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles. It's a big show coming up this summer. Details on the way, and we've got tickets. You could win them.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Oh, hi, Josh Arnold.
Pat Godwin's over there with his coffee. Hello. G.S. Hooker's there.
What?
I didn't know if I was going to go Jess or Jeff. That's what was going on.
That's
but
fair.
now I'm going to go Jeff.
Salute.
And there's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And Tom, are we joined by a special guest?
I think we're going to check in with Costaki Economopoulos, just off the plane from Greece.
Are you jet lagged?
I am, but I've been up for hours. It's fine.
All right.
First time I ever called you guys, like, well, I'm up anyway. You know.
Hey, happy belated birthday. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hey, by the way, speaking of, I got this yesterday when I got home. It's a deck of cards with me and Tom Griswold on it.
Oh, yeah.
And you know your way around a deck of cards.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you're probably the only one that'll use them.
Costaki, you're a poker player. Do you do the Doyle Brunson thing where you, if you're at home alone and you've got a little time, maybe you're watching TV, that you'll actually just deal out some hands and kind of play yourself in poker? And I guess not.
All right. We have computers now. If you want to play poker, you can play poker at home. No problem.
Yeah, but don't you want the feel of the cards and to see how the decks work out every now and then? That's the idea behind it.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Do you? And a follow-up question: did gambling ruin your marriage?
You mean marriages? Okay, I'm sorry. No,
the marriage ruined the gambling for a while.
Do you do any internet poker at all?
I have, I haven't lately, but I've kind of, there was a stretch over, like the pandemic was great. It was so fun to play online.
How do you know that you're not being cheated when you do that?
Every once in a long while, there's a story of being cheated, but it's so rare. I mean, most of those sites are printing money by doing it straight up. You know what I mean? So they have a very strong incentive to keep the cheating from happening. Because if a story breaks, then the site dies and goes away, right? And they're printing money in the meantime. So they work really hard to make sure there's no cheating.
I see. We're speaking with our NFL correspondent, comedian Costaki Economopoulos, just back from Athens, Greece.
Oh, and, so fun. I love that.
Costaki and I traded some texts during his vacation. And I should point this out. Costaki sent me a photograph of a young lady on the streets. I'm not sure if she's with a sorry.
Lady on the street?
Sorry.
That's how you want to describe my daughter.
Oh my God.
A young lady. She's beautiful. She's on the. She's next to a looks like a primitive wheelbarrow full of these large apple-like things, and it goes, "Dear Mr. Griswold, these are pomegranates."
Yeah.
Because I
did a pomegranate joke on your fine radio program, and you claim to not know what they were.
I don't. And then I said, Costaki, I sent him this photograph of me and several people on a chairlift. This is a chairlift. And you can see me in my full regalia there. Okay. Now, Costaki, were you able to keep up with the NFL while you were in Greece?
A little bit. I mostly just turned off for a while. It was such a pleasure to just go have a different life for 10 days. I didn't watch much football. I didn't think much of it. I would occasionally post a meme just to let people know I was still alive, but I wasn't paying much attention. It was great. We saw an airline, by the way. It's from Cyprus called Icarus Air.
Oh,
remember Icarus?
Wow.
I can't believe they did that.
He didn't finish his flight.
Yeah. Did it land at Buddy Holly International? Or
would you get on a plane?
Icarus wanted to fly to the sun, right?
Yes.
His dad's like, that's not a good idea. And he's like, screw you, Dad. I'm paraphrasing from the original Greek. And he built some wings out of wax and feathers. And as he got close to the sun, they melted and he fell to his death. And it's a parable about listening to your father. At least that's the way my dad told me this story. And when the people of Cyprus started an airline, they thought, what's a good story to inspire air travel?
Yeah. That's a terrible idea.
Taken. Let's go with Icarus.
Wow, that is
I
some
would
really
not get on Icarus Air.
bad thinking.
Icarus Air. That's a bad flight. It's better than Oedipus Air. Am I right, Tom? All right.
If you like your mom.
Yeah, you kill your dad. That's
Lost my eyes.
Now, yesterday was so-called Black Monday in the NFL.
Right.
They got to have a name for everything now. What, a handful
Falcons.
of dudes gone?
Falcons blew it. Yeah, missed the playoffs after losing to the Panthers. That's the kind of phrase you usually say right before you drop the toaster into the tub. I was out of the country, so I missed it. My buddy said it was painful to watch. Kirk Cousins was paid several $1 million to watch it. I'm not sure it was worth it to him either. Atlanta was bad this year, but at least they wildly mismanaged their money. So that's good.
Yeah, they got that going for them.
It's like the other day when I said to someone in the room, wow, that was painful but long. Kind of the same concept, if you will.
My buddy Tom Simmons would always continue to do the show if his closer didn't work. I was like, get off the stage. You just keep going.
Now, speaking of the stage, Costaki Economopoulos is a very fine stand-up comedian, and you'll find him Bowling Green, Kentucky, coming up. That's this Friday at the White Squirrel Brewery. And then you'll be in Evansville, Indiana, coming up Saturday evening at O'Brien's Sports Bar. So some gigs.
I'm excited about that.
This weekend, go see Costaki. Now, you haven't been doing stand-up for a few weeks. Do you have to, listen to yourself on tape or something to get yourself ready?
Yeah, I will sometimes do that when I do a cruise ship because you have to kind of remember big chunks of clean stuff you haven't done in a year or whatever. But a couple weeks here or there is fine. You get a little. Yeah, sometimes it's actually fun to struggle to get the words in the right order. They're more real. They don't get wrote that way. So I like it if it's not too long. But then, like a show in or so, you're like, I'm back. We're good here.
Okay. Without doing it, what would the title be of your closer?
Like if you were to write out your set list.
Yeah. What would the...
It would say closer.
Godwin, do you know?
Yeah. A clean or a Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom is first date.
Right. Yeah. So you just write down first date or whatever.
Write down first date.
Clean would be
maybe it's time to go home.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I've been telling a story about my brother and his it's a cancer survivor joke. It's not for everyone. But
Oh, well. I'm sorry. Just a second. Costaki. All the oxygen just left the room. We'll be okay.
Josh and I have Tom, there's actually a story. Godwin and I Godwin was going to follow Costaki.
And he told me what he's closing with.
Yeah, he goes, I'm closing with cancer. And I swore you were joking because who does that?
Yeah.
Costaki does
Hitler
that.
makes an appearance in that joke too.
That's exactly right. I asked him what he's closing with, and his actual words are Hitler and cancer.
Yeah.
And he walked away from me, and I said, Josh, he's messing with me, right?
I go, he has to be kidding with me.
He's not.
It's a heartwarming tale about cancer survival. It's nice.
I'm glad it's got a happy ending.
It just sounded insane.
I think many of us have experienced the event where we're at the dinner, and then
you're hosting.
Just before you get up there to do your thing, they play the video, and it's kind of a sad, semi-sad video, and then just before the interview, go, by the way, sadly, little Susie is gone. Oh, Jesus Christ!
And here's Tom Griswold.
Hey, now to make you laugh, it's only happened 500 times.
I know. How could they make that mistake? I mean, I get you don't understand the subtleties of setting up a comedy room, but that one should be obvious. You don't do the funeral thing and then the comedian.
Yeah, it happens all the time. But once again, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Evansville, Indiana, this Friday and Saturday with Costaki Economopoulos. Well, actually, we're at the point we need the closer. Costaki, what have you got?
The closer?
Yeah, we got to do the 2-minute version.
All right, let's do a 2-minute drill. Cowboys cheerleader got hit in the head by an errant kickoff, which is the first time you heard the phrase, a kicker drilled a cheerleader.
You don't normally pull tail like that.
That is the first.
Coach Mike McCarthy's contract ends tomorrow. Even the lawyers knew the Cowboys season would be over by now. By the way, Belichick's girlfriend hasn't been alive for a Cowboys Super Bowl. Not a joke, just a fact.
Just a fact.
That's a very good fact.
That's so rad.
All right, let's close on this one. Lamar Jackson passed Michael Vick in career rushing yards, unless you count the yards of Vick running from his pass. There's a lot of those. Every penny
in the end
yards.
zone. Well, thanks, Costaki. Glad to have you back in the U.S. of A.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Send me a pomegranate.
Glad you had a great trip, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it looked wonderful.
That is so funny. Now, Christy, what have you got coming up?
Coming up, we're going to talk about a nightclub in Russia. We have the Pope in the news and the term vinegar face. And what's that in the holy water? We'll have that coming up.
Okay. Right now, I got a love letter here.
All right.
Hey, I thought I'd write you guys to say you weren't lying about how those Raycon earbuds are the best. I'd forgotten that I had them in my pants pocket. They went through the washing machine and the dryer.
Ooh.
I thought, well, these are toast. To my surprise, I put them in my ears, and lo and behold, they're working fine. I've had them for 2 years. This is from Jorge in Bakersfield, California.
Thank
Well,
you,
thank you, Jorge.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, I should remind you.
Where can I get a pair of those?
Well, I could remind you of that also. The Raycon earbuds, you go to buyraycon.com/Tom.
Right.
The Raycon earbuds are the best, and they're about half the price of those, the other ones. And they don't fall out of your ear. They will not necessarily go through the washing machine. They did for Jorge. I'll also remind you, I have those, what do you call them, the full head?
Over-the-ear.
Over-the-ear phones, yeah, for the girls. We drown
like the ones that are on your ears right now.
Yeah, headphones. These things, yeah. I have those from the Raycons are the best. My girls have them on the plane when we're,
They're wireless. They're great.
No, they're the best. They're the best. See what I'm talking
about those, about the earbuds.
It isn't about them. I'm just saying. Well, why? If you're perusing the Raycon website, you might want to say, hey, look at those. Those are the ones Tom's daughters like. Buyraycon.com/Tom. And it's 15% off site-wide. So that would include the over-the-head phones like these.
Yes, it would. Yeah. Over the ear.
Over the earphones.
You can justify it.
Just made it
There's in-ear, there's over-ear. Think of it that way.
Okay. Either way.
Raycons.
In-ear, over-air. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you by going to buyraycon.com/Tom. Available in a variety of colors even. Mm-hmm. I highly recommend them. 32-hour battery life. Are you kidding me? Multi-point connectivity. I don't even know what that means. I'm sure it's important, though. Once again, buyraycon.com/Tom. I'm just being honest. They make a great product, and tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we're going to return to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and we will remain the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Now, Greg, have you ever been in a band?
I was in a band. I played one song in the high school band.
Yeah? What was that?
It was a Spyro Gyro tune called Catching the Sun. It's a good story right there.
Is that the
everybody, storm into your boss's office right now. Tell him what this company needs is a trampoline.
Oh. Now, have you ever considered incorporating the drums into your act? Maybe you could tell one of your stories or jokes and then do a quick rim shot?
Yeah, I'll do that sometime. Sure,
okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could try it with one of your... do you remember your suggestions for excuses for being late to work?
Sorry I'm late, boss. I hate it here, so what's the rush?
That's kind of a long rim shot. Yeah, well, the rim shot was longer than the joke. I think.
Like my joke so much, I don't do a rim shot. I do a whole solo.
I see.
Yeah. I'm dating this one girl. She loves Picasso and Mexican food. Talk about artsy fartsy. Oh, come on.
Come on.
One stick down.
Find another.
Greg Hahn is getting another drumstick.
We're back.
What was the name of your band that did the Spyro Gyro song? Did you have a name for the band?
Well, you're gonna like this name. The Cardinal Gibbon Redskins.
That was a high school jazz band.
Oh, so it was the marching band then?
No.
Oh, the marching band. I'm glad you brought that up.
Did you march with the drum? Did you carry the big drum when you marched, or did you carry the snare?
I was in the tritoms. I had the tri-toms.
Uh-huh.
With the
Oh.
spinning head.
Oh, I see.
Ooh, yeah.
So,
You want a little marching? A little marching? You want the marching vibe?
Now, can I just make a suggestion for your live show?
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Maybe I think you'd probably be the only guy doing this. It wouldn't be. It might be kind of like a prop thing, but you come out halfway through your show with those marching drums and.
Or maybe come onto the stage with the marching drums.
You'd be
After you're introduced, march on up there.
With the tri-toms?
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. It's Greg Hahn.
The crowd's going wild. I can hear him. I think that's kind of a long walk to the stage. How far is it from the side of the stage to the mic?
It's a big club, Tom.
I'm playing an arena, 80,000 seats.
He's coming from the back.
You're going to need some new material.
Yeah.
Ouch. Oh, no, I mean, it's 80,000 people.
Yeah.
But we have to take a break.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Greg Hahn on the drums, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks so much.
I want to hear some more.
Well, can we come back with more? Is there more?
Sure, I can play the drums all day. I'll take a solo from now until we close the show.
All right.
It turns and sways.
Okay. Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got
forward.
one more thing. May I say one more thing? I've been waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What? There we go.
Yes. Finally.
I have, okay, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name when you checked in, and you invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me, okay.
Okay,
Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah. Somehow I blame you.
Ah, boy. Where do we go from here?
Now, your kids are, 11 is your son, right?
Yes, correct.
How old's your daughter?
6.
6. Okay, great.
Yeah,
She still gets away with stuff, probably. 6 years old.
She's so funny that I just refuse to punish her for anything.
Right.
She came up from kindergarten one day and she goes, "Dad, Stacy and I were playing catch and she hit me right in the balls." She only has an older brother. She's only heard that area referred to as that. A good dad would tell her that she's wrong. I am not going to do that. I have chosen to use that to my advantage. She'll be on her first date making out with some dude and she'll be like, "Touch my ball." Guess who's done making out? Until at least college, because now everyone in high school thinks she has balls. Thanks, Facebook.
Best daddy. Come on.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. Great to have you with us. We've got Jess Hooker here, Jeff Oskey, and the rest of the bunch enjoying ourselves this morning. You sure look good.
Well, thank you. I want to try this out. Hooker hasn't been part of this yet, so AC, if you could kill the music. Thank you very much. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and we've been working on this. We really probably should rehearse this off the air, but Patty, you ready? Okay, now, so you and I are going to do it, and then
We know that.
Then Josh, and then
The girls will do it.
What are you doing?
You'll find out.
You'll hear it.
Oh, okay.
You can join in at the end if you want.
Okay.
Do you want to tell her line, Christy? Go ahead. No, it's not woo.
Oh, I know now what we're doing. Okay.
So woo. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Oh. What are you doing?
Oh, you guys killed it. That's so good.
Really.
We killed it all right.
I forgot. That's all me.
It's like a bunch of monks.
I know.
I completely
Ready?
forgot.
Okay, 1, 2.
It sounded like Al Gore having an orgasm.
Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, O'Reilly
Auto Parts.
Ow!
Ow!
Oh, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah,
It's kind of an ow. That's kind of a good, very
Let's
good.
give
version.
Ace the auto parts. I want to hear his
And then
deep,
Josh will join the girls.
You
with
ready,
all
Ace?
their-
Want to test your voice? Sure. Okay, ready? O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
Ow!
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice casting. Josh, you're out.
That's all right. I'll sacrifice my role for the sake of the performance.
Okay, it's great. Now, let's see. Where were we?
Oh, let's talk about stuff you put in your rectum. How?
All right.
In my case, they're nothing.
Yeah. A website known as The Defector has compiled a list of the unusual foreign objects that got stuck in people's orifices in 2024.
I just love these lists of, they'll have the somber people we lost in 2024.
In memoriam.
And then coming up, objects, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, found in the rectums of...
Our reports taken from, as Tom mentioned, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's database of emergency room visits.
Okay.
The site's annual list include the following items found in. We're going to start with penises. Are you ready?
These are found in wieners.
Wieners,
Okay, all
yes.
right. What?
All right.
This is awful.
Oh, wait a minute. Who does?
Like a golf tee or, yeah.
Okay. What is the name of
Golf tee's not on here. The one.
That's how 2022.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's so dated.
They call that sounding, Tom. When you insert.
Is that because the sound of you screaming? How
Man, this is so specific. Well, okay.
Chopstick we always get.
That's not on here.
Huh.
AirPod.
Oh.
Right in the old ween.
AirPod.
Yes. These are things found in penises.
Well, you go.
Well,
you don't
gotta
put
be
the whole thing
no,
in.
just the top part.
Oh, so
I mean,
you
the
can
bottom
still
part.
hear out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be.
You can still talk through it.
Can we start mentioning this in the Raycon commercial? They'll fit in your ears. Not necessarily your penis.
A pen cap. And I'm thinking the
like the old Bic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you mean a Q-tip? That's what I call pen caps.
Yeah.
A pen.
Oh,
P-E-N.
jeez.
A coffee stirrer. Now we know why Tom has so many.
Yeah. They throw these.
Puts them in his mouth.
Boy, these things. Well, you would. This would be. These are wooden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go the
It's
plastic.
splinters.
Yeah.
Some of them
And
are splinters. Yeah.
yeah.
You'd have to go with the Starbucks one.
How'd you like to have a urethral splinter?
Oh my God.
How do you?
Somebody's so turned on by that.
How do you get it out? I mean, if you
Really
splinter?
tiny tweezers.
Yeah.
you got to.
You have to go to the doctor for that. A screw.
Oh.
Jeez.
A paper clip.
A Phillips or a flathead?
Are you talking about that's that's screwdriver? The screw.
Well, still.
I guess the head does have
Yeah.
A countersinkable or
a wax.
Unscripted.
This is interesting. A wax straw, not a paper one, because
What's
I
a
guess
wax
that
straw?
would. I don't know.
okay.
Maybe that's your traditional straw. Maybe they're called wax straws.
Plastic
Okay.
straw. Handle of a plastic spoon.
Oh my God.
Okay, this next one. Okay, these are things found in
in the mail member.
This is just awful.
glue.
Well,
We could glue it together?
You put the tip of the glue in
maybe
in there and then squeeze it in?
No,
Yeah.
why would you glue it together?
I kind of figured if
You
I
can't pee.
tried that once.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I was like, if I don't have to worry about it, if it's glued shut, maybe I'll get a lot more done.
Okay, this next one. Okay, a rolled up magazine.
No.
Now, wait a
It
second.
has to be just a page.
Yeah, they mean a page from the magazine.
Gotta be.
Although magazines, sadly, are getting thinner.
That's true.
Are your urethras bigger than ours?
I always assume so.
I assume.
But I don't know that to be true.
Because you have two different substances coming out of that, right?
It depends. They intersect at some point.
Right.
Kind of like a
But the
twin.
exit,
But they-
the exit,
yes.
the same.
Right,
the exit
right.
point's the same.
Yes, they exit from the same doorway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ring from a Powerade bottle. That's pretty specific.
Oh my God.
Maybe that was caught around the outside and they had to remove it Or is it inside?
It's inside.
How would you get that?
Well, you would squeeze it shut, and then it would open it up, and maybe that's what you're into.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this sounding stuff is really fascinating. If you're a sounder, please write us.
Write Josh.
Yeah, not a sorry, Mark.
Don't write the text line because I have to read those.
Send pictures to Jeff House.
A phone charging cable.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I know. Which is it?
Well, I would go with that.
Is it a C or
lightning?
A lightning.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, it's the wrong one for what you need.
A thermometer.
Invariable.
A thermometer.
Whatever I'm sounding in the weekend. Oh, damn it! I brought the C. I need the lightning cable.
Exactly.
The thermometer. Josh caught that one. And then this guy took a piece of plastic-coated paper from a milk carton, rolled it tightly, wrapped it with tape to the size of greater than a crayon, and inserted it as far as he could into his penis.
Oh, I bet that feels good. I mean, man, that's crazy.
Like,
that makes my
I'm assuming you would need like a hammer, like you tap that thing in, or
Not if you're angry. Like that would make it rigid enough for you to put it in there, right?
Yeah, but I mean, the width of it, you're going to have to get it down there somehow.
That
I would
has
think
to
you need
hurt
like a
so it would
mallet.
I just don't understand it.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Do you get excited putting it in, or do you get excited like she
Another
said?
good question.
Yeah, this is
a game. Do you insert
topic
something
I don't need to know.
and then try to pee it out?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe that feels real good.
Maybe not peeing it out.
Like
either.
a game, like shoo.
You know what? This is one of those instances where I'm glad I'm not interested.
Yes, yeah.
Now I'm not judging those who
Yes,
are.
now this next one, far more interesting.
Yeah, these were found in vaginas.
Okay.
Once again, this is from emergency rooms all across America, according to the United States official body known as the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission.
So you ready?
This is someone's job.
Somebody found in the emergency room, a woman came in apparently with a plastic triceratops in her vagina.
Makes sense. So it's also horny.
A shot glass.
I mean, by definition, right?
Right.
A shot glass.
Wow.
A toy fire truck.
Really?
I'm kind of confused how they get stuck, but
yeah.
Well, maybe the latter.
Well, there is a suction.
Yeah, but you can still. Well,
yeah, you could push it out.
An egg.
Okay.
A hard-boiled, I hope.
Well,
but maybe it was one of
a
those
yoni egg.
vibrating eggs or
a
something.
yoni egg, probably.
Oh, I bet this was I bet it would say that. I bet this is an egg.
An egg?
Yes.
All right.
A spork.
But wouldn't you have to boil it? Wouldn't it otherwise?
Not necessarily.
Wouldn't crack in there? I mean,
it could, but.
Are we discussing whether
We've got eggs in the fridge.
You know, she was fired from Denny's.
Use your hands.
Hey, look.
I told her,
Heidi, if you're not going to use your hand.
Look, get it down to room temperature after you've boiled it.
Weren't you at a bachelor party where there were eggs
Yep.
involved?
Was she shooting them out?
I don't know. As soon as I saw them, I left.
Oh,
I was so.
Well, you missed out on the omelet station. That's the best part of the party.
I know a woman, she had a hell of a trick. She'd put an egg up there and they came out deviled. I don't know how she did it.
Also found in vaginas and emergency rooms, a spork. That hurt.
Oh, no.
Yeah. A bar of soap.
All right.
Deodorant.
Her vagina must have been cussing.
It was a penalty.
Deodorant?
Mm-hmm. Had to be a stick, right? Well, do they still have the round roll?
Yeah, they do. They have those.
Well, I doubt if it was a can of Right Guard. No, there's a trick.
A perfume
Spread them and spray.
Perfume bottle.
A pencil. Okay, now wait a minute.
Yeah, that's weird.
Pencil.
How do you get a pencil
stuck? I don't know.
Maybe like a golf pencil.
Maybe she went in sideways.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what it says.
2 pencils is also in here. And then a pencil sideways, as Tom mentioned.
I hope it was one of those golf pencils.
Yeah.
Man.
Did we just say that?
Or mechanical.
Oh. That would hurt.
Talk about a little prick.
Okay. How about this one? A curling iron.
No.
Preferably off.
Hope so.
Preferably.
Yeah.
A dry erase marker.
These are things that were stuck?
Apparently found on the, yes, they were.
Maybe they got in too deep.
I don't know how they get stuck in there. This is in a woman's vagina.
Maybe they were just afraid, like, like maybe they were younger and they freaked out and they were just afraid to, and they didn't even know they could retrieve it themselves.
I've never put anything up there that's not like licensed for that area.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Nothing?
Yes, nothing.
Not even like a hairbrush handle?
We're excluding the occasional errands mail.
See, I think as guys, we're thinking vegetables. We would do everything.
I would use it as a coin purse.
Yeah.
Oh, I would keep change in it. I would keep loose.
Mine would be like Mary Poppins' bag.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pulling a lamp out.
Cigarettes, hard candy.
Yeah.
Flashlight.
It's like a clown car.
Oh, yeah.
No, you wouldn't. How about this one? A bag of soil.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Now, what's going on there?
Yeah, it must have been a rather small. I'm hoping it wasn't a
bag,
50-pounder.
Fertilizing it again.
This. You don't even need to write the joke. Keys.
Where did I leave those?
Find my keys and we'll drive out, I believe, is the old vaudeville.
Right. Finger puppet. Oh, that was a fun Friday night.
Yeah.
That's
Get me out of here.
What percentage of these involve intoxication, do you suppose?
I don't know, but that kind of makes me laugh. Finger puppet. Honey, I've got a game. And then here are a couple other. Patient reports partner was wearing an enhancement apparatus that became stuck following intercourse. I could see that.
Oh, I see. The man was wearing some sort of
the peg thing.
Okay.
Or like a C-ring.
It says partner, so it could have been a lady wearing
Right.
it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then here's another quote. Patient was roughhousing with her husband who lifted her up and accidentally dropped her on a hot dog cooker. She was admitted with vaginal bleeding. Ugh.
A hot dog cooker.
What?
I'm not buying
Yeah,
that.
see,
I'm not buying that.
But I mean, I'm buying the fact that someone said that to an emergency room physician.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he or
That's
she
not
is
what
going,
happened.
that's not what happened.
No.
What about rectum?
I don't. That was all I have.
We don't have any butts?
Yes, we do. Tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh, okay, good.
That's the whole show. That's the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I've already completed with these two.
He couldn't shoot his wad in one day.
I did, just the fact that when you find that the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission issues this in an official government document.
Agency, yeah.
Yeah, they also have it for the backside.
Mm-hmm.
And I would imagine, and I don't know for sure, that that's mostly guys.
Well, the penis stuff is.
I'm going to go 100%.
You know something these days? No.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I would think mostly guys for the rectum area. Yeah, that's what would be my guess. But whatever you're into.
Now, a hot
for
dog
you.
cooker.
I'm trying to. I don't know what that
You
is.
have a hot dog cooker, right?
But then it's shaped like a toaster.
Right. That's so. What is another? I mean, the other ones are rolling.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
I think this was a made-up story, is what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A hot dog cooker.
Oh, she doesn't mean one that you do on the fire, does she?
Like a.
I don't
my
think-
gosh.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a prong thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope.
God. I think that's probably what she means.
Oh, but it would be the handle side.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, that makes sense.
Jesus.
None of it makes sense.
You still eat the hot dog?
Yeah. Throw some relish on it. A little bit of mustard. A little spice.
Well, that defines hungry, doesn't it?
I mean, it's a hot dog. You obviously don't care that much what you're putting in your mouth.
I'm so hungry I need a hot dog out of my wife.
That's a 5-second rule. If you shake it more than once.
Okay.
An AirPod inside the man's urethra.
Yeah. And it has to be the stick part because, they stick
Yeah.
What song would you play?
Longer by Dan Fogelberg. The Biggest Part of Me by Ambrosia. I could go on.
Right.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we'll get to more of
Earlier,
that.
we were talking about gift cards. This is kind of an interesting letter we received from Harmony. Part of my fiance's job at the dealership that he works for is going through cars that get traded in. She said, not exaggerating, he finds at least 100 gift cards a year, and over half of them have never been used.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
That's a nice
great for
perk.
him.
Yeah.
I bet there's also a dark side to that.
What do you mean?
Not to the gift card, but to going through people's cars.
Oh, when they're traded in? Oh, yeah.
I completely clean out my car.
Yeah,
So do
same.
I.
Yeah.
I have it cleaned out when I just go look.
Yeah.
I never know if I'm leaving.
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
And that's where they get you, because you're not going to leave the dealership without buying a car.
You're right. That's how they get me. I spent $90,000 on a Yugo.
Hey, but it was a classic Yugo.
It was a classic. Yeah,
Be clear about this. It wasn't like it was a new one. It was a collectible.
That is an interesting topic. I wouldn't even.
But the guy threw in a $50 Red Lobster gift card, so I feel like I got a deal.
There you go.
Now, how many times you've lived in a number of homes, Christy?
Yes.
As have I. You ever discovered anything interesting in a house that you bought? Because you're much more likely to find something in a house.
No, not yet. I mean, I know you found over here in Sam's house, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was weird. It was I guess like a late 60s era ranch house, and the family had lived in it for quite some time.
And had boys, no girls, just the mom.
Yeah, 4 boys, I think it was. And they had a urinal in the garage, which was great.
Genius.
I loved that. But when I bought it, we didn't move in for a while, so we were doing a rehab inside, and one of the carpenters said, "Hey, look, there's a secret compartment
always cool.
underneath the sink." In the bath, in the what you can't call it the master bathroom. What do you call
it?
The primary bathroom.
Right.
Jesus. And so this guy goes down there and he takes this panel off below the sink. And inside is a box. So this is very Geraldo Rivera. What's in this?
What's in the box?
And I am not kidding. It was a very old feminine hygiene pad.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day,
and
she had to hide them.
Yeah.
How weird.
Right.
You had to have a screwdriver to get the panel off.
Wow.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. That's a shy person.
Yeah. You got to get down there. But I'm sure people have found much more interesting things.
I found recipe cards from,
that's nice.
I don't know, probably the 40s or 50s, which was kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's the protocol? When I moved into my house, the guy left the shed full of junk.
Oh, I hate
Could
that.
I have had every right to call him and go, get this stuff out of here?
Yes.
Well, you could, but he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's your problem now.
You don't have any
But it's
recourse.
not, I didn't ask for that.
Yeah. But there's probably some cool stuff.
No, it's like tires, like stuff that's like a pain for me to really
That's
throw
why
away.
he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he...
When I moved into my house, I found a bunch of her husband's ex-husband's clothes that I had to give back to him. I was like, hey, good seeing you, Larry. Here's a bag of clothes you forgot. Thanks for the house.
God. Okay, well, thank you very much. Coming up, we have the blue jean thing is back. Do you wash your jeans? Of course you do. Well, there's a whole thing about freezing them that's really dumb. And we got a song from Patty G. Is that correct?
Sure.
All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
met her at the card corral, but I hardly ever see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. Set my heart on fire through chrome-plated wire. Right there at the card corral. My cart was full of meat and that San Francisco treat. Chunky soup eats like a meal with a dash of squeaky wheel. Rogaine so I won't get bald. 4 bags of Epsom salt. 2 cartons of Pall Mall. And a copy of Walking Tall. That Buford parcel was something else.
Yeah.
Her cart was hunkered down with red bullet crown. Baby seat full of bread. Noxine before her head. The whole parking lot could see just what she meant to me. 2 liter of Mountain Dew and some maters for making stew. Paige and Stu Pedazza. I met her at the cart corral, but I hardly ever see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. It's a parking lot oasis in all them empty spaces right there at the cart corral. What I like is the parking's free and you don't have to pay for it. Our carts rolled toward the street, about lost half my meat. We kindly hit head on. She was talking on her phone. Everybody stopped and stared when her wings flew in the air. So much for making toast, or that string on my pot roast. They give you enough to tie your shoes with. Don't shop that much at all, on account of my cholesterol. Clean up on aisle 2, because my heart just spilled the truth. Kotex value pack, and Jemima on her back. So set in her ways, that I'll see her in 30 days. Get it?
Get it.
I met her at the cart corral, but I hardly never see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. I'll probably kick a shine if she will be mine. Right there at the cart corral. Hop the wheelie in my pants. Right there at the cart corral. Kindly did a little dance. Clip and save a place for me. Good night.
Maria, were you a temp? Did you ever?
I was a temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
we do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, oh, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, oh, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. There was week. Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zachanthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry. You'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back to the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That is a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experiment. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I did a little.
I have issues with authority, you might have
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work, yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room. Happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, guys, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, Maya. If you want any cake, there's cake left.
Mosh Pit at the Styx Show. It's going to be Styx, Kevin Cronin, and Don Felder at the beautiful Ruoff Music Center coming up Friday, August 15th. I mention it because we just happen to have some tickets for that show coming up. We're going to give them away so you could go to the show on the house.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, broadcasting live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Having fun this morning, learning a lot, Tom, about what you can put in your body and
what you shouldn't.
What kind of underwear you should have with you. And
yeah.
We got an underwear update.
We do.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, the fact that what was the percentage of people that have an extra pair of underwear with you in their office or in their car?
50%? 40%, I thought. Oh, 70%.
70%.
No.
70% carry spares, yeah.
Okay, in this room, how many have
Okay, I have in my office,
I have a spare.
in my car.
I do, but I normally don't. I packed extra yesterday for
Okay.
the
Ace,
drive.
you, of course. No.
And then Pat has no underwear.
Nope.
You dirtball.
No need for
it. I don't carry a backup.
No, I don't carry a backup either.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
I just don't crap myself.
Well, there's something.
I don't think people do that on purpose.
By the way, Josh, knock wood.
Yeah.
Nothing would be funnier than if we came in tomorrow.
Well, I suppose
you know, just when you thought. Mr. Oskey mentioned the fact that growing up, you would find recycled underwear. Was it from your dad or
right in our like rag bag or whatever,
right?
You know, that you would use that you would use to like polish your car or whatever, and you would look down, it was a pair of old Fruit of the Loom tidy whities.
Yeah, you know, you want the high quality chamois, and you get the old Hanes. But I mentioned the fact that that happened to me. Is again, my mom would always talk about the rag man. Mm-hmm. My mother was.
Sounds like something from Chitty Chitty Bang.
I know, it's so funny.
She grew up in a part of Greater Cleveland, a very, very ethnic town. And there was this old rag man when she was a little girl during the Depression. So we're talking almost 100 years ago.
And he had a cart, and he would push it around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he would sell them?
Yeah.
Or collect them?
Right. So I got this nice letter from Melinda. I was born in 1950 in Western Pennsylvania. I recall the rag man canvassing our neighborhood, pushing a cart. He had a bell and would holler out, "Rags."
Rags.
This sounds just like what my mom talked about.
Wow.
We also had a junk man who collected any kind of metal object we wanted to dispose of.
Mm-hmm.
I was about 5 when I sold him my brother's scooter for a nickel.
Nice. How does your brother feel about that?
Yeah, oh, that's so funny. Thanks very much, Melinda. Thank you for taking the time. Yeah, the rag man.
That's true.
Oh, God. Now, do you recycle your rags? I mean, do you have like a clothing?
Yeah, we use T-shirts though. It's usually T-shirts, not underwear.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I cut up an old towel.
Yeah, I'll cut up old towels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Towels go to the dogs. They become dog towels. I'm sure
like you tie them in a knot and then they play with them?
No, we use them to wipe their feet.
Thank you for going with feet. Do you get nostalgic about certain like towels?
Oh, yes.
I do.
How so?
What? There's it's weird. Like there's a towel that I grew up with at our house, and I kept it as like a paint towel. Like I would when I paint, I wipe the paint on it, and I just kept it because I wanted it, but I didn't want to use it, and I didn't want anybody to see it.
Oh, okay.
But it's a weird brown towel that has like the fringe on the bottom and the flower pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember that.
Yeah. So I just kept it as a paint towel, and that's what I wipe my paintbrushes on.
Well, that's nice. You still have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Weird, but yeah.
Yeah. Now, we're going to move on here. We have Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Pope Francis has come out with a criticism of some nuns, suggesting that they have vinegar faces.
Oh.
According to the Times, the pontificate's comments were made during an audience with the Union of St. Catherine of Siena while highlighting the importance of holiness and friendliness. The Pope said, quote, "Sometimes in my life I have met nuns with a vinegar face, and that's not friendly. That's not something that helps to attract people. Vinegar is nasty, and nuns with a vinegar face, let's not even talk about it."
I think the Pope's right here.
He is right.
We've all seen those
I had this nun.
miserable-looking nuns.
I had her. She taught me for 2 years in grade school, 5th and 6th grade.
Sister Mary douche lips.
She was upset for a few reasons.
Maybe when the Pope was a kid, he got his knuckles wrapped with a ruler.
Oh, her name was Sister Rosaire, and she had green teeth, like the color of your shirt.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Awful.
Sister Mary Cunningham had the hairs coming out of her chin.
The nuns I had that were 80 when they were teaching me, they are still 80.
I know.
Like they're still alive, they're still kicking.
And
they haven't aged a day.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Like that thing where you find out Wilford Brimley was 41.
Right, exactly.
When he made Cocoon or whatever.
I just found that out about the Golden Girls. They were my age.
Yeah.
When they were filming.
What?
Yes.
The 40s,
Yes.
yeah.
100%. They were in their 40s.
I always knew that Estelle Getty was the youngest of the four, and she always played the oldest, of course. But how odd.
Yeah.
The 88-year-old pontiff also urged nuns to distance themselves from gossip, to refrain from speaking with the devil, to act as heralds of affability, and to adapt a lifestyle that is friendly and loving towards everyone.
I think that's a wonderful message.
Yeah, it is,
So,
of course.
What he's saying is, okay, ladies, the resting bitch face thing, over.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Sometimes you can't help it. I have a natural frown. And so I have to actively smile so I don't, you know.
don't think you
look back.
do.
No? Well, I'm just because I'm always smiling around you, Pat.
You ever hear people, it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile?
Yes. Screw you.
I don't know if that's true. Screw you, says Chancellor.
Authorities in Maryland arrested a man for allegedly causing disturbances at two churches Christmas Eve, according to the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office.
Well, it bombed at this one. I guess I'll go to the other one.
The first incident occurred at Holy Angels Catholic Church, where 56-year-old Thomas Campbell Bowling Van Goetz.
All right.
Van Getz, rather. What a name.
He's trouble.
Thomas Campbell Bowling Van Goetz. Whatever.
Yeah, boy, but his parents had high hopes. And look, and now Tommy's finally in the news.
What did he do?
Well, he dropped an onion in the aisle during the Christmas Eve Mass as he approached the altar.
Odd.
He also allegedly threw tangerines at people as they left church.
so it looks like Tommy must have been a victim of a head injury. I'll take onions for Jesus.
Tommy wasn't done. Later that night, he attended midnight mass at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church, where he allegedly poured whiskey into the holy water and threatened parishioners.
Ah, jeez.
As he was escorted out, the man tried to hit people with a whiskey bottle, but was unsuccessful. Yeah.
Whiskey in the holy
charged.
water.
Man.
They drink wine, but I mean,
You don't drink the holy water.
You don't do anything to the holy water. That's
No.
yeah.
You make the sign of the cross.
Well, he was trying. You believe the old time religion? He was trying to make it old fashioned.
Yeah.
What is it old? My dad used to drink those.
Old
I love
fashions?
old fashions.
Oh, I
I
make
drink
a
them all the time.
mean
What's in that?
Simple syrup, bourbon,
Cherries? You put cherries in it?
I put
and
one cherry and like a
bitters.
Yeah, bitters, and I'll do a little
orange.
twist of orange peel.
They taste good.
Good job. But you
Okay.
got to make your own syrup because I don't like it real sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just use log cabin.
That'll get you there.
Yeah.
So I was sitting at the bar having lunch a couple weeks ago. And this place is super fancy bartender thing where they're shaking everything.
Right? They're shaking
At one point, I watched this guy. My favorite thing, they had the square cube. The clear glass. The clear ice cubes.
Yeah.
And this guy takes out a little tiny spritzer, and he's spraying the ice cubes. Then he spins them around, and then he takes out a sprig of something. I don't know what it was, and I'm not kidding. Then he goes over and takes a Burns-O-Matic torch, burns whatever the stuff was, puts it in the glass, swirls it around.
Covers it, smokes
Smoked it.
That's what does that do?
Smoke in the eyes.
It's a smoked old fashioned.
Yeah.
They are smoked whiskey.
Very elaborate.
Yeah.
And then they charge you $37 for it.
No. I was drinking iced tea, so it was only $30. So I gotcha.
There's a real science to that stuff. It's cool.
I think it's fun to watch.
This guy was great. We talked. He was a really cool guy.
I think it's fun to watch for hours and hours.
You can watch it all Sunday morning.
I can watch it all Sunday.
Coming up, the potheads can educate me on the bong. We have bongs in the news, and there's an arrest involved. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Well, looks like we got dumped.
No.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them? Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing. Oh, yeah. Baby, blow me. Oh, a kiss as you're leaving. Blow me. Oh, a kiss right now. 'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me. Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow me. A kiss like you mean it. Blow me. A kiss right now. I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me. Blow me a kiss. Wow. Some things in life are hard to swallow. She couldn't take it all, Dean. She couldn't handle everything. Who could? But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers in the rain, honey. Blow me. A kiss as you're leaving, baby. Blow me. Oh, a kiss as you go. And always think about me as you're going down your list. And blow me a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows. I'll miss her arms and her elbows. I'll miss her legs so tall. Yeah! I'll miss her legs so tall. I'll miss her neck and her shoulders. Yes, sir. But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas. Swinging them, Allie. Baby, blow me. A kiss as you're leaving, baby. Blow me. Oh, a kiss as you go. And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay. Just grab a hold of this, and baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss. Oh, hi, Miss Malkin. Oh, Sally. I'll miss your arms and your elbows. Woo! Fantastic.
The Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This is Bob Cavoyan for Channel 13 in a special Olympic moment. We are going to recreate the very first time the torch was ever run in history.
Cut! The monkey's got no gloves on. Where are the monkey gloves?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have the gloves on. Sorry.
Now we're going to recreate the very first time the torch was run in history.
Cue the monkey. I'm not a monkey. I'm a gorilla. There's a difference. Cut.
I didn't say I didn't know what you wanted. I know what you want. I can't do it.
Why
can't you do it? I can't go in the woods.
Why?
I have sensitive skin. I can't. I just can't do it.
Sensitive skin. You're wearing a gorilla suit. I was just in the woods. Anybody can go in the woods.
Have you ever been bitten by a mosquito? Possibly a carpenter ant?
You don't want the gig? If you don't want to do this.
I didn't say I didn't want the gig.
Tony Siragusa from the Colts. Tony Siragusa said, I can do this.
Siragusa
He wanted the role of the gorilla.
He cannot touch my gorilla.
Yeah, well, he didn't even need the suit, okay?
You're pro
you don't
bottom tan
Well,
line.
if I'm sunless tanning, if I'm doing this airbrushing, I just don't wear a top. No.
Gotcha.
Do you, I'm not trying to be crude here, but do you have some kind of nipple blocker?
No.
So then it just becomes kind of one shade.
Yep.
Do you lift the boobs halfway through to get the underbelly?
I don't really have a lot of underbelly.
Oh, okay.
Do they have like a clothesline where you can pin them up?
Wow. I'm quite proud of my boobs. They look
You should be.
nice.
They do look
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah. But even the nicest boobs have the underbelly.
Chick's getting a car. He left.
I don't have much of one. I'm very
3rd and goal, hit Golden Showers. Tate on a slant that was initially ruled a touchdown with 8 seconds left. After review, the play was overturned. As you can see, he's short of the goal line.
No, he's not.
And yes, he is. He's way short of the goal line. He's like an entire ball short of the goal line. The football, Tom. So that's with 8 seconds left. They had to stop play, look at the review. But then, due to a rule that causes a 10-second runoff when a clock is stopped by officials and then restarted, the game ended.
What?
With 8 seconds left.
What's the point so they didn't get another play?
In theory, the Lions could have lined up with a 4th down play as time expired, but the initial call of a touchdown is actually what disallowed that possibility.
Why?
The rule exists because the Rules Committee, led by Don Shula, the only coach he wheels in, sons of bitches. I hate all you young mother.
Styx, Kevin Cronin from REO, and Don Felder from the Eagles coming up this summer, Friday, August 15th at the Ruoff. Those tickets are on the way.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company News Desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin's here.
Hello.
Being silly. You. There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Jeff Oskey's here in for Chick McGee today. Ace Cosby over there. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold, the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And Tom, I believe we are joined by, well, I would say special guest, but really one of the family.
He is a comedian, Reno Collier. There he is. Yes.
Happy New Year, my friend.
He's out of his. Last time we talked, you were in the garage.
Yeah.
Now I can tell you're back inside because I see the lamp.
Yeah, it's so much warmer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To bring you up to speed, Reno, a couple of things. We had a survey about having spare underwear. Now, you don't have an office per se. You live at home, as do most people.
Yeah, he hasn't been kicked out.
Here.
Yeah, but you're on the road, obviously, so you've got a suitcase full of clothing. So this question really is not particularly applicable to you. Do you keep a pair of spare underpants in your car just in case?
In my car?
Yeah.
No. I don't think so. Not on purpose. I mean, if they're in there.
Yeah, the majority of people have an extra pair of underwear either in their office or car or.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that.
Well, that's what the survey said, and it was done by Hanes, so that should tell you something.
Yeah.
No, I think it's true. We did a little around the horn. Several of us do have a pair of underpants lying around the office. In my case, they're my own.
Keep souvenirs.
There's some speculation that certain people may have someone else's underwear in their office. Do you wear a colorful underwear, or are you strictly?
I don't care. If it's clean, I put it on. It depends. I'm one of those guys that doesn't throw stuff away. So I've got underwear in my box from when I was like 260. and then I have it that fits now. Like I'm always like, I'm probably, I am really hungry, so I could get back to it. I had a T-shirt from when I worked the door at the Punchline 25 years ago.
And
28 years ago.
You still wear it?
No, the armpits are too hard, but the.
I didn't think I'd be hearing that today.
The old stained armpit shirts, too. Ugh.
So now, let me ask you this. I do my own laundry, and I have ever since I was pretty much on high school. Do you do your own laundry, or does your wife do it?
Well, that's one of those things where, like, if you screw something up enough, they just stop asking you. Like I wash everything together on cold. I just take everything out of my suitcase and throw it in, put it on cold water, and then dump everything in it. And that drives my wife nuts. So magically my stuff gets washed before she can't even watch me do it. She's like, stop. I'm like, oh, look. And if you do that, and then I'm like, do you want me to wash yours too? And she's like, just get out. And then you're out. So then I have nice folded stuff. But oddly, there's T-shirts and underwear and stuff. Like some of the underwear you can almost see through. So that stuff disappears when she does the laundry. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, do you use that for your old underwear for rags, or do you send it to the landfill?
Not with the stuff I do to them. You don't want them on the table.
Okay. All right. Okay. How about did you buy your own underwear?
Yeah, but it's impossible really to get it right.
It is hard.
Is it?
It's really hard.
Yes, they change and yeah.
I had a whole bunch of Duluth underwear, and I swear to you, like 4 pairs of them. I had them for years. The same week, all 4 of the bands went out.
Weird.
Like they're magic. Like they tell they'll last a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And I guess I was evenly wearing.
So you're saying, excuse me, I want to get this. You're saying that they have planned obsolescence of underwear, much the same way. I know. Apple gets accused of doing that to their phones. You're saying that Duluth did it to their underwear.
Duluth did it to their underwear. It shuts down. You need an update. You got to get new ones whether you want them. You know what I mean?
Smart on the Duluth company.
Now, how about color wise? Do you care?
I don't care.
Really?
Nah.
Are you boxer or brief guy?
Boxers.
Okay.
How many days out of the year do you go commando?
Well, when I run out of clean underwear, but
Dude, now do you flip it through? Do you flip it over one time? Put it inside out and just go for it?
No. No way. I don't turn them around backwards and poop out the pee hole. I
Okay. So there's.
Are you happy now?
There's 2 things I didn't think I'd hear today. Reno Collier is our guest.
I think that was a Roger Miller song.
Reno, how's the book, Reno?
It was great, man. We sold out. I think I'm just going to take them on the road from now on, but we went through 5 orders. And don't say it, Josh. They weren't orders of 3.
They're by the dozen. You know that.
No. I mean, it was close to 1,000.
Oh,
that's
good
great.
for you.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It was so much fun. And thank you to everyone who bought one. I'm sorry it sold out right after Christmas and we had to stop, but I'll have them on the road with me. And
cool.
Now you can come see me and catch you a deal.
Okay.
It was fun though, and you guys, thank you, all of you, for letting me do it and promote it. And if I wasn't coming on here, I wouldn't have it.
Okay. Well, you're very welcome. I think I just looked at the clock. Do we have time to squeeze in a little something here? Are you?
Yeah, did you? I do. Did you guys watch the Georgia Notre Dame game?
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Sure.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So. Imagine it's pregame for the Sugar Bowl, and you're a member of the defending national championship team. It's almost time to hit the field. Music's blasting through the locker room. The adrenaline and excitement are so thick you can almost see it. You're hearing phrases like, there's 20 million people watching. Let's show them who we are. It all comes down to the next 60 minutes. The coach gives one last order before running down the tunnel to 80,000 screaming fans. No mistakes. You suddenly look down and remember, oh, yeah, I'm an 18-year-old white walk-on freshman trying to play cornerback at the University of Georgia. I'm not going to be on the field. What mistake could I possibly make? I'm in sweatpants and a jersey with no helmet or pads. But damn it, today, through my enthusiasm and passion, I'll prove I belong here. The music starts. Let's go. The fans. First possession of the game, 40 seconds in. You're standing behind a bunch of starters that are 6'5", 300 pounds. You can't see what's happening, but the crowd starts to rise to their feet. The noise is deafening. You're frantic to see what's going on. You cut through the starters and you see it. Yes, there he goes. Go, go. And in your excitement, you feel your knee hit something. Then you see the ref running and doing the Humpty dance at the same time as he goes down the field. Oh, no. You just Charlie Horse the ref. Your coach's last words echo through your mind. No mistakes. Oh, fudge. And without you knowing it, they're showing you over and over again on the TV broadcast. Chuck, let's watch the play again. There he is, Parker Jones. You can see in slow motion where he assaults the ref and destroys Georgia's momentum. I mean, you know, the death of Jimmy Carter is tough on Georgians, but nothing close to this. Then the announcers start a backstory on you. Parker attended Marumsco Hills Elementary School. Says here he was known to eat crayons, and look at this. He allegedly tripped his second-grade teacher, Mrs. Dorton, as she walked by his desk. So clearly, as you can see, once a tripper, always a tripper. He now lives on the 3rd floor of the Charlie Horse dorm, room 325 at the University of Georgia, and works at Foot Locker on weekends. Maybe that's where his hatred of the black and white striped shirts began. Chuck, it just feels like this kid decided before the game, I'm going to make a play whether they give me a helmet or not. Check the name of the library at the University of Georgia. I'm betting it's got that kid's dad's name on it. Anyway, we're less than a minute into the game, and let's watch and see if Parker ruined just one play or the heart, soul, and will of the American people. Look, first of all, that kid barely crossed the line, if at all. The ref just got embarrassed on national TV because he runs down the sidelines like a 65-year-old man wearing Rockports, trying to keep up with a 20-year-old elite athlete sprinting down the field. And secondly, we all make mistakes daily. But imagine if you were the guy that made one in front of millions of people and then got heckled by the announcers for 2 hours. As you can see in the replay, Bill forgot his wallet at home. What an idiot. They should take his kids away. He probably doesn't remember having them anyway. Play it again in slow motion when he leaves the house. This is the best advertisement for mandatory vasectomies I've ever seen. Look, like the good book says, he who is without sin, throw the first flag, or I can't remember what it said. But listen, we all screw up. I find this kid just to be one of us. Plus, who hasn't wanted to deck a ref anyway? So how about in the new year, we stop attacking people in vulnerable situations and remember just how stupid all of us can be.
I'm
Reno Collier, and that's my country fried thing.
Thank you. A Southerner, we should point out.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Well, Reno, I don't have your roster of gigs here.
I'm doing all corporates in January. I had one last night for the wonderful people at John Deere. I love you. It was so much fun. And I'm doing a bunch of corporate shows this month. And then I go to Michigan next month. So, and then Florida, North Carolina. We'll get into it later on.
Oh, very good. Very good. We'll certainly look forward to it. Well, thank you, Reno Collier.
I love you guys, and Happy New Year, everybody.
New Year,
yes, sir.
Hey,
Reno. Love you.
Good luck with your underwear.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Right now, I got a little letter here.
Okay.
Its headline is Raycon Love. This comes to us from Jorge in Bakersfield, California. He had the Raycon earbuds, left them in his pants pocket. His wife put them through the laundry. He thought, well, they're toast. But he says, quote, to my surprise, I put them in my ears, and lo and behold, they came on. They're still working fine. That's Raycon earbuds, and that's a great story about a great product. We've been talking about the Raycon earbuds for a few years now. And this is going to be a great year for Raycon and a great year for you. They've got, for example, Those earbuds have a 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, and they're just great sounding. That's the thing. They cost about half as much as the other ones, the ones I'm talking about. And they've got great sound. So find out what I'm talking about by visiting Raycon online at buyraycon.com/Tom. And right now, 15% off site-wide. That includes the regular headphones, the ones that my girls were using as we flew out on our vacation this winter. Raycon makes some great products, and you can have some peace of mind because you don't hear anybody else because you're listening to whatever you want to with your beautiful Raycon earbuds. By the way, they come in a whole bunch of different colors now, too, if that matters to you. I'm more concerned about the sound, but hey, whatever you're into is okay. By the way, 30-day happiness guarantee. Make sure that you like your earbuds. If you don't, send them on back. No questions asked in 2025. That's Raycon. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Christy, what's coming up?
Coming up, we're going to talk about a guy who urinated on another passenger on a flight. We have our $600 bong.
Against his wishes, by the way.
And a guy playing a video game gets busted for speeding in his car. We'll talk about that.
Okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Once again, Clayton Anderson, this is called
In the Dark.
Okay, great. Go for it.
All right.
Dark.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
How good is that?
Back down to Bedford.
Clayton Anderson, that's great.
That's a hit.
Really cool.
Yes.
That song is a hit.
Hey, Larry, the cable guy. Larry, good morning.
It's good to see you. But I got to tell you, I had a horrible nightmare
Last night?
last night.
Really?
Before I come in here, I dreamt the world's largest margarita. And woke up this morning, there was salt on the toilet lid. Thank God I didn't eat the worm in there, I'll tell you that much. I tell you what, I was madder than a skinhead watching the Jeffersons. I tell you what.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning.
Hello.
And we are joined in the studio by our guest comedian, Clinton Jackson.
See, I got the name of two presidents, right?
I was just
thinking about that.
Yes, you do.
People don't. Yeah, see, Bill Clinton and Jesse Jackson. Boom. Just wanted to scare a few people.
Oh, man. Well, now, Clinton, I was told that you were part of a comedy festival in Aspen.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, I was.
Now, do you ski?
No, I do not. All the other comics went, and they asked me to go, and I said no. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to be out there, leading the pack, looking like Hootie and 100 blowfish. On a hill.
Bravo.
Wow. I did not ski.
It's Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're proud to be here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. Tom, a lot going on this morning.
Oh, I can't keep up.
There are rumors of a Pat Godwin song.
Yeah, rumors.
Boy, I hope he's prepared.
Me too.
I know he is. He's always prepared.
Oh, well, welcome back to the program. You'll see over there.
This is promising.
Here in the Bob and Tom Show, we have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Annuities? Ask Silac. Let's see now. Over there, we have Josh Arnold, and he is at the official Sidekick Desk, the Steven Singer Jeweler's Sidekick Desk and chair, fortunately.
Yeah.
Very awkward if there were no chair there.
I have run that idea by you guys. I would like to be able to stand half of the show at least. But
you mean for an ovation for some sparkling line?
No,
I thought you wanted to hover, man. That's great quad work.
I want one of those Versa desks.
Yeah.
And, but I can't be the only one in here standing.
We had a standing counter in the back. We did this once.
Yeah.
It was not, well, for us short women, it was not comfortable at all.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to do it.
Yeah, I
stand up. Just
I built a riser, so
you guys would hate it if I stood up.
For one show, if we just let you
stand up, see what happens.
that wouldn't be too distracting.
We could. I tell you what we could do is we have just enough space. I could have Eddie over in the corner there build like a little stage.
Yeah.
And with a stand-up mic like you're doing a stand-up show. And you can stand there, and after the first hour, you'd be begging me to sit down.
That's the thing. I'd want to do it like, a couple times.
You're actually a lot taller than people think, too. You're a very tall man.
I always get that. People are baffled that I'm tall.
Yeah.
I don't know. I must
What are
look
you,
like
6'7"?
I am 6'7".
Yeah, I find that surprising.
We could set you up a little stand-up mic.
Well, I don't know if I want that.
What do you want?
That's my problem.
Try it now.
There's a lot that I want, but I don't know what it is yet.
Stand up right now. Will that work?
I asked him, and he said the mic wouldn't.
The mic doesn't go up?
Won't go up high enough.
Yeah. Unless your crotch talks, that's not going to work.
Did you hear what Hooker said?
It whistles. But it would be real awkward if I'm the only one doing it.
I'll do it with you one day.
Yeah?
Well, you do it
Everybody
with
else will lose their mind.
I'll watch you guys do it.
We'll do that.
Josh, I don't know if you know, there's a room over there you can go stand up in all you want, and you won't be bothering anyone.
I know. Maybe,
And that is
42 degrees.
once or twice an hour. Yeah.
And isn't that a stand-up counter? It is, isn't it?
is, yeah.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Problem solved.
Now, let's move forward here. We have Mr. Godwin has promised a song. What is our topic?
Where's our song?
You're going to ask me? You have three things that you've desired. We talked about Aces boxers and boxer shorts. We also talked about the blue jeans.
Okay, let's talk about the boxers.
All right.
All right, I wear boxers.
He has pulled up.
You
matter. I have my tricks.
Boxers, briefs,
I don't wear
whatever.
boxers. They're briefs.
Whatever. You're
Ace for the
purpose of the song. You wore boxers.
This is called Ace Artistic License. Now, if you'd like to retain your license, you will agree with what Godwin says. We were talking about this survey. This underwear survey is actually quite interesting. How many people actually have backup underwear on their person at all times?
On their person?
Well, typically in their office or in your car, or some kind of. It's not just in case of a shart. There are many other reasons.
What are the other reasons?
I told you the morning I spilled coffee all over my groin. Fortunately, I had a pair of jeans and a pair of underpants in the other room.
Okay,
workout people.
But see, that is a set of workout clothes. That's not a spare set of underwear.
I agree. That's a good point.
I don't
Afternoon delight. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to put the same underwear bag on?
No.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, I see.
Because then
you leak. You know what I mean? Like, guys, it's a little. Well,
we do leak.
Yeah,
I'm sort of. I kind of do too.
You do?
Do you leak?
I'm very pre-seminally.
Post-seminally, I think.
No, I'm pre. Yeah.
Oh, really?
The pre-C. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Pre-seminal
you
leakage.
could get somebody pregnant quickly then.
You mean like
Be careful with that.
in here?
Never in here. Yeah.
Have you guys ever been aroused in here?
I've never gotten a talk about disclaimer.
Are you kidding?
No. And believe me, I've tried.
What's your song about, Pat?
Well, it's about Ace. We have an Ace.
Okay.
Radio a year ago.
Years ago, Ace claimed
something really shocking.
That his flatulence was so potent that it actually had
Caused holes in his underwear.
put holes in his underwear. Then we got a letter from some scientist saying something about methane, and
we got thousands of letters.
The ions or so. There was something chemistry, so I lost track of what it meant, but. Apparently validating it. Here we have the actual quote here from Ace Cosby. Here it is.
Do you eat holes from flatulence?
Do I get the holes from flatulence?
What?
Does that happen?
You farted a hole in your underwear?
Okay.
See a doctor.
Get your diet checks.
You can see. So Ace thought it was commonplace for flatulence to cause holes in underwear. And Pat, a little tribute here?
Yes. Here it comes around again. Ace Cosby is our engineer, and he's always telling jokes at Tommy G's insistence. There's a joke a day, in spite of protests. Still Ace suggests we all shake our head at most of them, but Ace, he does his best. Ace Cosby says his boxers have been ruined by his gas. They are full of holes and shredded from his toxic flatulence. They're mutilated when he cuts one in his cheapness and his shame. I am farting. Only the waistband still remains. It's a lie.
Lie.
Oh, it's got to be a lie. Lie. Has to be a lie. Josh made me laugh.
Apologies to both Simon and Garfunkel.
I just love it at how beautifully you have to sing, I am farting.
That's the part I was laughing.
Our most sincere apologies.
What's the original?
To Mr. Simon.
The boxer.
The boxer.
I am leaving.
But the fighter still remains.
La.
Great song.
I like
Yes, one of the greatest.
Now, we have, once again, at the Silac Insurance News Desk, you'll see her over there. It's Christy Lee. How do you watch this show on the TV, Ace? How does it work?
No, how do you watch yourself?
It's I look in the mirror. Bob and Tom YouTube channel.
That's right.
I have a question for Ms. Hooker.
Yes.
Get your hand, hold it out like this. Put your thumb sideways.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The Beard and Ace Cosby. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, way up. All the way up.
I love it.
All the way up.
You look so dignified and handsome.
I love a beard. You guys know I'm a beard gal. Not like that, but like Ace.
Yeah.
I like Ace. I like all the beards in here.
I'm not a big facial hair person, but I like it on you, Ace.
Well, to the contrary, Ace, you look unhoused.
Oh. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
That's because I wear boxers.
You trim your neckline?
Yes.
When it comes in? Yeah, it'll be fine. It's coming in right now.
Are you going to let it go for a while?
Normally it gets itchy, but it's not this year.
All right.
Do you have chest hair?
No.
No?
If I bring you some beard oil tomorrow, will you use it? I got like a collection case someone gave me. It has enough beard oil to last a small army.
I'd like some.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, for beard oil, Josh likes to use Wishbone Italian.
How's it feel to break that resolution? Yeah. January 8th? 7th? Yeah.
That really isn't breaking it. You're not eating it. I'm sorry. Okay, Christy, what else have you got over there?
Well, we have this from Pete and Madison, who just informed me that Bennett's Mutton Eggs is still up and running and doing quite well. So
how can they do that in this day and age?
I don't know.
I'm going.
21 and over.
I went there. Chick and I went there.
Was the food good?
It was breakfast. How do you screw up breakfast?
I've had people ruin them.
Looking at porn while you're cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
Come for the
70s Bush will ruin porn all day.
Well, then you.
We were discussing.
Do you have any oil for that?
A ton.
That came up because we were talking about the
X-rated drive-ins.
Yeah, there was a very brief period of time, sort of pre-VCR, when some of the drive-ins were actually showing pornographic films. and they weren't necessarily masking the view from the freeway.
That's where I saw Deep Throat.
At a drive-in?
At a drive-in.
Oh, I thought you were going to say from the freeway.
No, not from the freeway.
It's an 8-hour drive.
With one of my best friends to this day and her husband in the front seat and me in the back seat.
By yourself?
Yes.
Is that the Linda Lovelace one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Devil and Miss Jones. It was a double feature.
Yeah, that was kind of like Rocky Horror. It was one of those.
Everybody saw it.
Everybody would go, and then of course the famous Watergate thing. They ended up using Deep Throat, referencing that.
Yep.
That's where that's from. The whole Washington Post Deep Throat source thing.
Huh.
But
It was very mainstream back then.
Yeah.
Is it worth watching?
No.
No.
It's awful.
No.
Yeah, it's not sexy. Well, I mean, she's talented.
Right.
In that respect.
Is she still with us?
No.
But I remember just not doing it. But I was also
11.
all references over 18.
He wasn't even born.
Yeah, it's awful. It's just
kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's depressing and
Sad. Yeah. Okay.
who's the?
Let's change this up.
Wait a minute. Is that
Harry Reams?
Harry Reams.
Like the
hilarious.
noodles?
No, that.
Now is Mr. Reams still with us?
That's a good question.
I don't think so. Is he?
I'm not sure.
Is that a stage name or?
He might be mopping up at a.
Oh, God.
He could be saying, "Would you like fries with that?"
at a Bojangles.
Mutton eggs.
Mutton eggs, yeah.
Hey, she said, changing the subject, a woman in Florida has been arrested for allegedly breaking into her ex's home and smashing his bong. That'll show him. But it was worth $600, which I'm shocked at. According to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the 32-year-old woman snuck through a fenced area to enter an enclosed patio of her ex-boyfriend's home in Boynton Beach. She then found her ex's $600 smoking bong and smashed it onto the concrete. Deputies responded, took the woman into custody on burglary charges.
So now, to help me here, a bong has to have like a chamber for water. Is that right, Jeffrey?
A water bong. They're usually called a water bong.
Oh, there's a different kind?
Well, no, they just shortened it to bong. Like, because you have your beer bongs that people shoot beer. I would be most mad that I had to clean up the bong water. There's nothing worse in the world
That's a nasty spill.
than nasty bong water.
Have you been one of those people that ever made tea out of your bong water?
No.
Oh, God.
There was a guy in college who would drink tea because
still
he got
THC
really
in there,
high. He got really high from it.
Wait, it'll get you high?
It'll get you high.
Oh, well, maybe. No, that has to be.
Now, I've got an idea. I don't know much about this, so this may not be a good idea. You're going to tell me here. As you know, many malls have empty store spaces,
right?
For whatever reason, and they're looking for new, innovative ideas.
Yeah.
You know, some are going, hey, we're going to turn this mall into an old folks' home, or we're going to turn it into pickleball courts. But I just want to go. I want to go to to one of the active malls where they've got a couple empty stores, and I want to put up a store called Build-A-Bong.
Oh, yeah. I think that'd be super
It's kind of like Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
Except you have all your bong stuff.
Yeah, you got a bunch of Grateful Dead stickers you can put on the side. You can pick your color of glass or your color of plastic.
There's a woman
That's a great idea.
that has an account, and it's basically, can I bong this? And she goes to different thrift shops in different places and sees if she can make a bong out of the object.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kinda
Really?
fun. Yeah. It's a good watch.
So I'll bet there's, for example, someone probably has the lamp from Christmas Story as a bong.
Probably, yeah.
Have you ever seen the Netflix show Is It a Bong? Where they bring out an item and some stoners to try to smoke out of it.
That would be absolutely hilarious. Get a bunch of really high contestants.
Harry Reams is dead, by the way. He died in 2013. He was a real estate agent after his porno
He kept
career.
his name? Same
no.
professional name?
Well, why
Later
wouldn't you? It's well known.
It's recognizable,
That's
yeah.
right. And that's half the battle in real estate. People got to know who you are.
Wow. Harry Reams Real Estate.
I love it.
God, that's funny.
Instead of the back of the bus benches, they're all on the seats. Yeah. So you sit on his face.
He won an AVN Award for Best Actor in 1986 for his role in Trashy Lady.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Well, maybe she was selling rags. We don't know.
The rag lady.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. That was very helpful, John. I want to congratulate our winners. While we were on vacation, we had 2 weeks of NFL football, which means 2 more winners in our Pigskin Picks competition. They were Matt Hunkler of Centerville, Ohio. He had 16 for 16 and beat all the tiebreakers in Week 16. And then Week 17, it was Jeff Wolensack from Warren, Ohio. I think the state of Ohio, I believe, won more of these than anybody else.
I think so.
This season. Week 18, which was last week, we will have our winner to announce probably tomorrow. Wait a minute. Do we have it now? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll
come back with that.
I'll dig it up and find it in just a second. All right. I could have walked it in with a piece of paper. Doing Morse code. Coming right back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
You're listening to World Champion Radio with Judah Friedlander, the world champion. Next caller, you're on.
I mean, it's Donnie Baker. Is this Judah?
Yeah, I just said it's Judah, the world champion. What's up, Donnie?
I'm a big fan of yours. I've read your book. I still got your posters. Hey, I just want basically your blessing or certification. You probably know, I've called you before, my progress in the martial arts. The fact remains, I'm ready to be a world champion. Now, I've had, 2 off-duty reserve cops say I've got the goods, but since I've been on probation, Judith, I've basically struggled getting certified, and I wanted basically your blessing. And you're not my official sensei, but the fact remains, I basically think
I've got to interrupt you first. Donnie, I've got to interrupt you for a second. I can tell you're already a little scared talking to me by the speed of your voice, okay? If you want to get better at karate, you're going to have to get better vocal tone, okay? The voice that you're using right now and the speed at which you're talking is telling me that you're scared.
I understand that. That's because I
you're stuttering now. You're stuttering now.
Verbs good. Listen, the fact remains, I can scissor kick a hornet's nest now and destroy the whole colony without hurting the queen.
Well, that's good. I mean, my book taught you that, so that's good. I mean, you've obviously studied my book, and that's a good start.
And I know I'm basically, and you don't know this, and I've not told you this before, and I don't want your sympathy, and I'm not a cripple, but I have had Tommy John surgery on both knees, and
I'm sorry. I've actually never had surgery. I've never needed it, so I can't relate to your problem. No offense.
But no, I'm not offended. But see, I ain't lucky like you. Your name's Judah. You were born for this. If my name was Taekwondo Baker, I'd have the same luck. But you've kind of had a golden spoon in the martial arts. No offense, but Judah, Freelanders, duh. No wonder why you're so good at it. If I've studied switchblades, I've had to work my way up.
Yeah, well, see, that's one of your problems right there is you started your training using weapons. Okay, and if you want to be a really good fighter, you have to learn to fight without weapons. So I need you to get rid of all your weapons, all your switchblades, all your butter knives, okay, and start from the beginning. You got to use your body.
I'll take your advice, but see, this is hard. I've always been, you're talking.
Hey, I'm not saying it's easy. Becoming the world champ's not easy, Donnie. Okay.
I know, Jude. Well, listen, can I call you back when things get better?
Yeah, I hope things do get better for you. How many sit-ups are you going to do today?
You know what? I'm on break now. We're not supposed to do any calisthenics or nothing like that on break.
How many push-ups are you going to do today?
Made me drop my shorts and turn a cough to check me for asthma, and my test results came back short. Listen, I'll call you back when I'm off break.
All right, that sounds good. I actually have to do some push-ups and sit-ups at the same time right now. So keep training, okay?
You're the best, man. Keep rocking. Stay tough. I gotta go.
You know it. Okay, Donnie. Okay, that was Donnie, everybody. We wish him well. He's trying. He's read my book. I think he needs to reread it.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us with us in the studio. Comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. You I know that you mentioned you didn't mention you did a great Chris Rock, Dead on Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time. But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and you know, cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you, you know. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very you know, strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host, and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. I was like, actually, Chris, you know, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there, Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. That's how Tracy is, though. That's how he is.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it, more or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
And we've got tickets for one of the great shows out there. Styx, Kevin Cronin from REO and Don Felder coming up Friday evening, August 15th at the beautiful Ruoff Music Center. We'll give those tickets away in about 15 minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. Great day. Hope you're having one as well. We learned a lot today, Tommy.
Oh, we did. We got more to learn.
Oh, yeah? What's up?
Oh, it's our history lesson.
We got it. But first, we've got to introduce ourselves.
Not every time, I was told.
Every break.
No. We have to introduce ourselves to this guy.
Oh, okay.
He's our latest winner.
Oh.
He's Rob Martin.
Is he from Ohio?
He is not. After the streak of Ohio winners in our competition, known as Pigskin Picks, is over, we now move to Colorado Springs to meet Mr. Rob Martin.
Hi, Rob.
Week 18, he was our winner. He got 14 of 16 games correct, tying for first place, but he had all the tiebreakers.
Wow.
So he wins himself that $500 gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers, and in theory, we'll be picking against Chick McGee coming up this weekend. So we'll probably get to that on Thursday or Friday. So thanks to Rob in Colorado Springs. Nicely done.
Rob.
Nicely done. Now it's time to learn a little bit about history, if you don't mind. We'll tackle this by beginning with a question. I will start with Ms. Hooker.
Yes.
Happy birthday, born in 1928. William Peter Blatty.
Blatty.
B-L-A-T-T-Y.
Oh, T.
An odd name. I've never heard it anywhere else.
William Ben?
Famous for
William
what?
Tell?
I don't know.
He wrote what's considered to be one of the scariest books of all time. That was turned into one of the scariest movies of all time.
Really? Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
Gone with the Wind.
he did. He assisted Margaret Mitchell. Yeah.
It's
Author of The Exorcist.
That is scary.
Scary movie. Happy birthday to the great singer and songwriter Kenny Loggins.
I love him.
I'm all right.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, that's good. I love his stuff. Happy birthday, Katie Couric.
I always thought she was so adorable.
Yeah, from the news. The very fine actor Nicolas Cage.
I always thought he was so adorable.
Isn't that movie Pig one of your favorites?
Yeah. I don't know why he was not nominated for Best Actor for that.
Con Air, one of my favorite movies.
That's a fun one.
Valley Girl, one of the best Nick Cage movies.
Con Air?
Con Air is garbage.
So good.
But fun,
So
or
good.
you don't even have fun?
How do you take that many great stars and just ruin a movie?
It's so good.
It's
I think it's
horrible.
fun too. It's so
But that'd be a great coffee table book. Terrible movies with lots of great actors in them.
Oh, there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a bunch
Fill
of
a book.
Yeah. Maybe
You guys don't
volume
like
one.
Valley Girl? Come on.
I like
Valley Girl.
Nick
Yeah,
Cage is great
I'll
in
have to
that.
watch it.
His little patch of hair and that.
This next guy, born in 1977, no longer with us, sadly. Well, maybe not. Dustin Diamond.
Oh, yeah, he did die.
Yes, he
He
was
had a
in
tough go.
Yeah, that's sad.
Middle name Neil. Few people knew that.
Isn't that something?
Dustin Neil Diamond. Now he's forever in casket.
There's that.
Forever in casket.
Or maybe urn. I'm not sure. Let's see now. Here we go. This is a tough one. I'll make this easier. In 1610, Galileo discovered the first 3 moons of Jupiter. I'm going to give you 2 of them, and I want to see who knows the third one.
Okay.
The L-O, Ganymede, and
The Santa Maria.
a fair guess. I would never have gotten this either. Europa.
Nobody knows this.
Oh, I think Europa shows up.
What are you playing with over there? Because
He's
I'm
got
gonna.
his sticks out.
Oh, sorry.
God,
It's got
honey.
his sticks out.
By the way,
Like a little kid.
just to make this clear, I'm playing with sticks. The coffee stirrers.
Yeah.
The way Ace said it, it sounded like I was.
He's got his sticks out.
Hey, you're Tom this morning? You're talking about some TV show. Next thing I know, he's got. Wow. So no one knew Europa?
No.
Yeah, that shows up in crossword puzzles occasionally. Now, this is interesting. I didn't know you could do this.
What?
In 1714, Mr. Henry Mill patented the typewriter. One wasn't built until several years later.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You can patent an idea. I get. Well, I'll start
A
with
design,
an idea. Yeah.
So that works.
I say no. You got to be
You
able
say
to.
no.
No, you got to be able to build the
You
thing.
have to show it to the patent
Yeah,
office. So,
I mean-
hey, this is my idea.
I mean, so there are patents out there, like for
Design patents,
flying
yeah.
cars
Yeah.
that no one can actually build.
Yeah.
You know, if we have an anti-gravity thing in the trunk, this is going to fly. Okay, sure. Let's see. We have this. Oh boy, this is hard. In 1785, Jean-Pierre Blanchard and John Jeffries did what in a hot air balloon?
Made sweet love.
They had their sticks out.
Went around the world.
No.
Went across the ocean.
Kind of.
Wait, what
Oh,
year?
tried.
Lake.
1785. They crossed the English Channel.
Oh.
There you go.
We'll swim it. What's the big deal?
Swimming, it's pretty tough.
Came across an English channel the other day. It's
do.
Red Box.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what an adventure that would be.
In a hot air balloon?
Yeah. Okay.
A hot air balloon in the 1700s?
Yeah,
that would be
terrifying.
Yeah, it's made of sewn together bladders of pigs. Yeah, that would be pretty amazing. Now, in 1789, it was the first U.S. presidential election. Now, do you remember who ran?
I know who won.
I do not know who ran against Washington.
Kamala Harris.
How about that? Interesting.
I would have said
Very
Joe
interesting
Biden.
for that time.
For a lot of reasons.
Yeah. Really quite shocking.
It's a wonder she did.
Who did run against Washington?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I just got to get one of those big Ron Chernow books, Washington. So if I ever get around to reading it,
let me know.
Yes.
And then a group that I'm going to be seeing very soon, actually. The Harlem Globetrotters played their first game in 1920. I go every year.
Oh, I know.
In February. It's usually President's Day.
I love the Harlem Globetrotters.
Look at you smile.
It's so funny.
Hey, this time you should try bringing your kids. They might enjoy it.
It's all in February.
There's new stars. There's new people. It's all new people. Obviously.
It's so much fun. They just sort of take the piss out of basketball. It makes me laugh. It makes me
I liked
howl.
it when I was a kid.
And now it's
I actually did
a much more
both.
diverse. They've got ladies. They've got people that are tall. People that are extraordinarily short.
They didn't used to allow the short people.
I mean, they got a guy that's like up to my knee, and that guy can shoot. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Well, on that note, we'll say
It's a freak show for Tom. That's the way it goes. Look at all these weirdos.
Saying so long from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.